forgot to roll HP.
First thing these people hear, I forgot to roll my HP.
Welcome back to Intelligence Check here at Nerdz Garage. I am GM, Adam, host, guy who sits at the front. Things and stuff. We are continuing with everybody just going around saying who they are, just so we can keep that as a formality for still new people joining in on us. So we'll just go around the table.
Hello, I am Dylan. I play Maximus, the High Elf Wizard.
I'm Noah Webster. I play Tured Aladem, the monk of the Temple Calvera. Human monk.
I'm Damien. I play Saber, the Tabaxi Ranger.
I'm Derek. I'll be your human wild magic sorcerer.
It's not vodka, I swear. Kenneth, I play your dwarf, half orc, half dwarf, paladin, barbarian, cleric. It's gonna be fun.
And I am just absolutely everybody else.
He's not wrong.
Fair.
It's very correct.
So,
I already knew that.
no, but I would love to meet him one day.
I would too.
We all
He
would.
looks like he'd be one of the nicest men
Guys.
in the world. Sorry, sidetracked.
So, follow us at nerdsgarage.com, nerds with a Z, or on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Nerdz Garage. Are we having some difficulties? Alright, cool. So, we are going to do a small synopsis of what has happened, and then I will get everybody's new health totals because everybody got to level 11 last episode.
Yay!
But I will get that after the synopsis. So,
What's your
our party was following up on a to-do list. The to-do list was of the villain Magdalas, but they have recently acquired it, and they're trying to check it off to make sure they can safeguard everything that was of major importance on that list. Their latest expedition led them to the near the northern city of Decanter. Right outside the city of Decanter was the Cliff Wharf Mining Company, which was a mining company that bore into a very big part of the mountains that led up all the way down probably close to a mile, and it was a major exports for gems and minerals. While adventuring in there, the party found that there was a temple that was dug out of the mines itself, in which they went through, had a little bit of excursion. One guy got petrified but came back. One guy died but came back.
It was
Same
the
guy.
same guy.
Same guy. It was the same guy.
But in doing so, they found a large crystal which was owned by the Summoner, which was one of the generals of the late Shadow Dragon. But this crystal in general, or in specific, seemed to have something inside of it that started talking to them. After a bout with a giant sand person and defeating it, they took the crystal, went to revive their friend who lost his life during the battle, and reported back to the king, who had Fenris, his main advisor and also one of the four sages, come within a relative time frame of about 10 minutes. And imagine like a 2-day car ride somebody doing in 10 minutes. That's how urgent the situation was that he came over to procure the crystal from the party. But he took the crystal, thanked the party reluctantly, and then went on his way. So now we are continuing with the party standing right outside the mines, a little baffled, a little worse for wear because nobody's gotten healed. But I would like.
feel a little scar.
And nobody's gotten, like, you haven't done a full rest to get back all your health.
Or hit dice, yeah.
I would like new help. Give me total.
I'll go last.
I'm just going in circles.
97.
70.
71. They're still neck and neck. You thought you were
82.
ahead.
137.
I mean, at least it makes sense.
Now, mind you, none of you were healed. It's
Yeah,
just
so
this is.
what was
Like,
my
I did heal myself.
42.
I did heal
Thank
myself
you.
to full.
Because I accidentally put it
I got
to
full health
myself.
from the revive.
Yeah, but then you got hurt again.
See, and this is why I didn't do a long rest before the level.
You got hit for like 3 damage somewhere, which is why I've got an 89. Alright, so it is about. I believe we left it off at like noon. It was a
Yeah.
bright noon, day of the week, because there is no stingent time that I have in this game. There's no like Sunday through Saturday and whatnot. But it is a fairly sunny day. You definitely have the heat coming down from the sunlight, but you also have the heat coming directly from the mountain and the forge behind you.
I do have a question. How long did it take to revive him?
8 hours is the spell of resurrection.
So we're
But you guys did not get a long rest due to the fact that it was not 24 hours since your last long rest.
Okay.
When will it be?
Normal time tonight.
In a few
Okay.
hours.
Okay.
So yeah, we gotta go back down to that dungeon.
Why?
Do you notice a war axe in my hand?
I'm not going back down there.
Fine, I'll fucking go alone.
I won't let you go alone. I just feel kind of weak.
You do see, even in his old age for being a high elf, he seems to be like way past the midlife crisis part. He has like a pseudo-permanent hunch in his current state.
I'm not asking you to come. And plus, that thing should still be dead. I would hope.
He never said how long it would take.
I don't really want to risk it. Can't we just get a new one?
It was his.
Let's put it this way. I lost my glaive. I lost my bad axe, one of a kind war axe hammer fucking pike. All I have left is this +1 mace. I'm going to get my damn axe.
Okay.
I'll join you.
Yes, we'll do a short expedition. Nothing will happen.
I'll
Yeah,
just
because talk to dwarves.
wasn't there a shortcut created?
I don't know if it will remain open.
I mean, we don't really know about the big guy though.
Well, if it looks like the big guy's there, the axe is a lost cause unless somebody can mage hand.
I can
Go
only
back.
go out to 30 feet.
It's worth checking.
Somebody run, dimension door to him, and then dimension door them out.
I don't want to force him to a dimension door.
He
Oh,
died
yeah.
last
Yeah,
night.
he
You
died.
died.
I'm
It's
not
not like
going
it's-
back down there.
It's not
Well,
like you got knocked
If
out
that
in a
thing's
boss fight.
alive,
You
we won't go in
died.
the room. I'll figure out a new weapon. I'll probably
Okay.
start pulling a tread key and punching people in the face. One 1,000, two 1,000, three 1,000. Stop.
Keep waving.
Why is it delayed? There's always
guys,
been a delay.
as you were.
Okay.
I polymorph into dragon. He's good.
No.
Yeah, I'm happy. I haven't had a serious.
No, I was talking about the polymorph. No, we've
So
seen
what do you guys do?
I guess we're going back in.
We're going to certainly try.
Well, I would say if we could, you could probably just stay up and chill.
I'll talk to dwarves.
Yeah, I was gonna say like.
No, I don't want to split the party again. I'll go with them.
Yeah, but you haven't got. Does dying give you your spell slots back?
No.
So.
Tell you what, how about this?
I have some slots.
You come with us, and if anything, Minimus can poof you into a dragon.
Sure.
Can she?
Yeah,
she still
okay.
has her plan.
And
Okay.
how about this? We're not gonna fight anything unless we absolutely have to. If it's blocking our
Let's
escape.
go down there.
Because I really want my axe back.
We're gonna have to make a pit stop at the capital after this.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
perfectly fine with that.
Good. Then we're good.
Alright. So, you guys make your way back inside. The door is still open for you guys. You guys are rolling out for like
I
2-3
think I'm still
minutes.
flying, actually.
You're hovering, yeah.
I'm just flying.
Alright, so.
Holding him by the shoestring.
Well, he
Bob?
gets to
You can do
control. He's not like unresponsive. He gets to control his.
I know,
flight.
you're a smart ass.
Yeah.
Well,
But you make it back inside, and You do notice a ways down the way. It is far away, but you can recognize a duke because obviously you've been with him for a while. But you do recognize that he is talking with the owner of the mining company, and they're at the table that you found them at previously.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt whatever conversation you guys are having. I need to go back down there.
You want to go back down?
I dropped something precious to me and I need to go grab it.
Oh, well, it has come to my understanding that, you might be done with your job?
Yes, and I left a tool down there that I need to retrieve.
Alright, cool. Standard rate for tours is 100 gold per person.
I don't need a tour.
I know you don't need a tour,
I
but
know
you need
where
a
I'm
tour in order to go down into the mines because your job is done. And our part of the deal is done.
How about at a heavily discounted rate because I
How about at full price or not?
I cleared out a lot. We cleared out a lot of that dungeon for you.
I
We have a
just-
bigger map.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 500 gold. You guys owe me. I need that for spells.
Can I pay you back now?
Yes, I need that
I'm
for
gonna give him
spells.
100 gold.
Also, guys, I now know big spells as I'm floating.
Why do I get a feeling you guys don't like orcs?
They don't.
Who does?
You no longer have a job here.
Alright.
Thank you for being nice.
Thank you.
We will now float back down to the dungeon.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to walk.
I don't think I can right now.
We'll guide you. I'm pretty sure people have you on a leash or something.
No, if
Hey.
anything, you can sit in a mine cart and just ride down.
Over the table. If he polymorphed, would he still have those points of exhaustion on him?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
In
make
that form.
Okay, just making sure.
I just got brought.
He doesn't have points of exhaustion. He just has -4 to all of his abilities.
Everything.
Okay.
Pretty much my
Either way.
Well, exhaustion gives you disadvantage. This is a straight out -4, so he can still get good rolls.
You could essentially call him soul shocked.
Yeah. For example, if he gets nat 20, still nat 20.
Exactly.
And isn't 3 points of exhaustion death?
No, it's the same.
That's 6.
6.
Yes.
I knew it was an odd well, yeah, I knew it was a number.
But any points of exhaustion is still very bad.
All right.
So we're making a way to.
Are you gonna do it multiple times? Because it's gonna take you an hour and a half to get back down there.
No, I'll just have someone help me. Someone here will hopefully help me.
I'll help you out and give
I
you my.
don't really think Maximus would be able to
You
walk
don't.
15
Okay.
minutes after
I'm
resurrection.
gonna give Maximus my quarterstaff for a cane.
Don't worry, I got him.
I feel like I'm gonna be like this for at least 4 days.
I'm just gonna
More.
throw him on my back like a backpack.
I will not do that.
I don't
I
think
have
he'll let you.
dignity.
You also are in metal armor.
And
That's
so
not
am
gonna
I.
be-
Backpack pattern.
Yes, but backpack still has stuff in it.
As
You don't have pillows in your backpack.
as someone who has had to lay on my
I do
backpack
know
several
that.
To
times.
be a sword pillow.
Listen, as someone who has had to lay on my backpack several times in high school, I could say not comfy.
I know. I'm good. I'll just
Not
look
comfy.
More comfy than a Kevlar and ballistic vest.
I'll look even more like
They
a
do.
wizard.
They do offer you a cart, and they just said that it was recently cleaned.
Recently cleaned. Oh, okay then.
I'll look at it.
You don't get it. You don't get a sense of it, but you guys can kind of recognize this is the cart that you brought back Maximus in.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean by clean then? He wasn't dead for that long.
He was bloody.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's a good point.
The
Sure.
irony is not behooved of these dwarves.
Sure,
No.
I'll get in the cart.
Yeah, you know, it's
So-
not for hands.
As we're going down, I'm just going. So, guys,
Yes.
Yeah.
aside from the dying thing,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from that.
that's something I'll figure out at some point. Don't know how I feel.
Is your name still on your sword?
Hope to God.
Just a little faded etching of your name.
Wait. Oh
No,
yeah.
Your name is not on the sword.
Thank
Good. Okay. Well, on to the important thing. I think I can find people now.
What do you mean?
That could mean a lot of things.
Like, as in,
What do you need to find people?
I need either a picture of them, a piece of them, or to meet them personally. And then I can try and see. I can't right now. I need to spend probably 3,000 worth of gold.
Anyone you've met personally in the past, or does it have to be from now?
Anytime.
This
Okay.
is my mother's tusk.
A piece of a person would work.
What about the glove?
No. That is a different spell that costs a lot of money as well, though.
That's locate object.
No, that is something called legend lore.
So it'll tell you like the history of something.
I can know things even more, and I can find things.
So if you need it.
Just when we need another brainiest, more smart Maximus. Love you, buddy.
Yep. It's just gonna cost everything.
Oh, I know.
$1,000 spell focus.
What's that? How many thousand?
$1,000 spell focus for scrying, and about 300 gold per legend lore.
Anyhow, how far down have we made it while we were talking this whole time?
I mean, if you've only been talking, it's been like 5 minutes,
And at
It's
this
how
point,
far down you wanted to go until you
I'm
started
just gonna
talking.
close my eyes and pull my hat over.
You just hear the clinking and clattering of metal, and then pickaxes and people yelling at each other because oh no, somebody tipped over a minecart. And now there's ore just falling down the green.
Do I hear any whips?
You can make a perception.
No. That's a 8.
Just a lot of dwarven
Nope,
yelling
that's a
and cogs. Anybody doing anything else in the meantime while you travel?
Are we just kind of going for his stuff? Like,
Yeah, we're just going to get his
We want
friend.
this to be a quick trip.
Yeah.
Wait,
just things.
That's why I want to retcon this, do this really fast.
there is no such thing as a quick trip, as I learned 2 episodes ago.
Well, we've entered the dungeon 2 separate times, and both those times we wound up in a different location. So
Now you're gonna enter for a 3rd time.
I mean, hey, it's a.
But we followed the same path, like, it was a straight shot.
Are we there yet?
I do want to have perception checks.
I'm not even going to. My hat's
Oh,
over
nice.
my face.
Good start.
Hey, Gonzo.
21.
21.
21, sorry.
Not 2.
24.
So,
God damn it.
Asleep.
You recognize the sound, and the sound is very familiar to you. But you both you both hear the yelling of commands and the cracking of whips coming from underneath you.
damn it, I keep missing on the fucking whips!
Why? What are you gonna do if you
Underneath us?
hear it?
Like,
Who's your ship?
while you're walking along the
I don't
pathway, you hear it come from underneath you, and you can
Is
see.
there like openings on the side or whatever? Or
Remember, these entire walkways are just they're just long stone bridges that don't even have railings.
Okay, I got
So
it.
you actually can peer down and you can see once again small humanoids whipping larger humanoids.
Okay. Alright.
And actually, yeah, with your 20s, you can actually tell that it is dwarves whipping orcs again.
Okay. We're just gonna keep on.
Yep, no comment.
No comment.
All right.
No comment.
So you make it to your
No,
way.
hands over the table, y'all fucking suck.
I'd rather quick trip. Kenny, quick trip. No need to make this any worse.
That is fair.
So you make it back. You are at the front of the temple, and the door is open to a very small 10 by 10 foot room.
10 by 10?
The
Let's see.
elevator.
Let's see if we can go back down. Hopefully there's enough time.
All right.
Can I do a quick investigation on it to see if there's anything off about
I
it?
pressed the elevator button as
I was
soon as
gonna
we're
say-
in.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of
What
weaken
button?
Bernie's you.
Oh god.
There was no button in the elevator. You went in and it went up.
I was dead.
Down!
You guys went in and it went up.
I'm gonna investigate to see how to get it to go down.
Got it?
I already doing it.
Investigation or perception?
That'd be investigation, I think.
I'm gonna.
You don't know what you're specifically looking for, so perception.
I'm gonna
Oh,
sit down.
perception.
18.
I got 21 then.
22.
Oh, we're all making perception.
I want you to do an arcana.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my eyes.
I'll
Your magic.
well that was
Oh yeah, that's wild magic.
And you can do it at disadvantage because you're still there, even though you're not.
shit.
You're there but not there.
Mm-hmm.
That is that's an 11.
Okay.
20.
Disadvantage, dude.
And -4. Oh wait, I'm -5. 21.
What'd you
I'm just
roll?
kind of sitting on the
What was the-
ground.
what was the math?
What's
15.
Oh, yeah.
You hear them like trying to touch through the room of the elevator. You guys just notice it's just a simple stone elevator. No, simple. But there doesn't seem to be any buttons. There doesn't seem to be any levers or anything. You notice, like, even though without your eyes open, you don't recognize any magic being emanated anywhere around this area.
There's no magic in here.
It was the crystal, wasn't it?
We're in a stone mold earth.
Don't.
Which way?
Just down from the ceiling. Just look like a little jut.
Oh.
Alright.
Wait, so you're mold earth in the ceiling. of the
Guys, it's
elevator.
no longer magical.
Because he can manipulate the world now.
I'm just making sure because he
Yeah.
worded that really weirdly.
He's not making a hole in the ground that you guys would fall through.
Yeah.
He's just moving the earth because now he can do
It's
it.
like, yeah, thanks for killing us. You didn't have to ask.
Well, I'm not walking through the dungeon to go down a slide to have no way of getting back up.
That would be very problematic.
Well,
I'm sorry, Oscar.
I'm out 2 weapons.
We'll look at new ones.
How about this? I'll buy you a new one. Next place.
I will figure it out.
Oh, god damn it. This couldn't have been cheap. I'll open a little
I don't know,
2-inch hole in the floor and look down. What do I see?
Darkness. Even past your dark vision is just.
Minimus, throw some lights down.
Can I take a look? Can I?
You see 120 feet of darkness.
Okay. There's
You
nothing.
want to do like a dancing light or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, just. And then about like a few hundred feet or so, the light is just gone.
What do I see? The same thing but further down?
Well, yeah, because remember, you can see 120 normally, but then whatever the light is, how far it down is.
Okay.
You don't even hear a clack. It just.
Yes, I think it's.
I'm gonna wait to hear if there is a ground to hit.
And then next thing you know, we hear the sound of sand coming up, climbing up.
Yeah, there's still no clink.
Sand
No,
guardian,
screw it.
guardian of the
Let's-
sand.
I just walk out of the
I
elevator.
hate
No,
sand.
I'm not. No.
Oscar's
Decided.
walking.
I get up.
Oscar's not happy.
It's time to go.
I'm a hug Oscar.
Well, I mean, we have some blacksmiths at the city. If you wish to make a journey over there, they could probably fashion you something.
If you guys want to go to the city, if not, we can wait till we get to the capital.
It would be dwarven craft.
True, and
They make some good shit.
I do enjoy my dwarven craft.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a quick detour. I mean,
How far away is
What direction
the
is
city?
It's like it's like.
The city's that way. We need to go that way.
But it's
No,
like
no. The city is directly to the east.
Oh,
So-
city's
we're talking like a.
is that way. We need to go that
Day and a
way.
half today travel.
Okay.
half a day travel? Oh,
Then
well,
we have to find a place to sleep.
We're leaving right now?
If you leave by today,
Well,
on,
we need to pick up his gauntlet.
if you leave by today on normal travel, then you'd
Gauntlet.
probably get there between midnight and noon tomorrow.
and
What
then
gauntlet are you talking about?
Mine.
Oh.
Keep saying gauntlet, don't we mean?
Surge beam.
I don't.
Yeah,
It goes on the
Just
hand
we'll just call it a gun.
No, it's a large like
thing.
handheld 2-hand like side bazooka.
That's not anything what I
basically it's like the heavy.
But okay.
More like medic.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
Mike,
I
he was
just
holding
see
a heavy
Victor
thing.
holding
Oh no, wait,
a
no, he has a
minigun
gun like that
held.
too. Never mind.
It's a large laser that has
Yeah.
to store energy and magic in it.
A two-handed thing.
Yeah.
And it's like as big as like a log or something like that?
Yeah, basically.
It's like this, yeah.
It's like this wide and this long. You carry it. It's the hand battering ram just with a laser on it.
I see.
How long would it take to get to the capital from the city if we go there first?
Bless you.
If you went from the city, I mean, you'd cut the approximate like, if you go triangle wise, like half a day.
Half a day extra, so.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll see why we couldn't go there.
You're making this line turn into this line. It's not that drastic.
Just
that
more
you're
of the
saving.
finding a place to sleep and.
Oh, we've got the funds.
They're definitely not going to be having hospitality here.
Yeah, they probably won't like Oscar there either.
Do you have another one of those hot things?
Yeah, I have a feeling they don't like.
Let's just head to the
My God.
capital. We'll get better reception there. You
Yeah,
won't
so
be
but
hated.
then we won't be coming back here, will we?
No.
Well, then there goes the Dwarvencraft.
Why?
Hey,
what?
up.
They
Wait,
don't like
I mean,
him.
Why
It won't
are
be
you
I
easy.
don't
assuming
care. Either way, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Why
As
are we
we're
assuming
walking
you
out-
can't
I
get-
guess I don't mind if we head towards the capital. We'll probably find something
You
there.
wanna do
But
perception
why
checks
are
on the
we
way up?
assuming that he can't get Dwarvencraft at the capital, though?
I guess we could check around. And worst that happens is he finds a non-Dwarvencraft war axe that's still good.
Like, Morax was not Dwarven craft. It was a woodcutter special.
Yep.
It was
That
good
man-
stuff, though.
From Kanai, that man was amazing.
So, what are you guys doing?
I guess I'm fine with heading to the capital. I was just I want to account for Oscar's little axe thing, but hey, whatever.
I will be learning a scroll.
Oscar's good with whatever, then we'll head to the capital then.
Alright.
I still got this mace.
Alright.
Before we leave, though,
my
we
crossbow.
need
Yes,
to-
yes.
One last check.
We're picking up his thing.
Yes, but while going back up, one last check of perception.
Absolutely.
Perception check.
Okay.
12.
13.
28.
18.
Ooh.
You do hear the whipping,
Goodness. Goodness.
Okay.
but you just hear the whipping.
Overtail your son of a bitch.
You hear that there is whipping coming down from below you from one of the other tunnels.
Oh, there's not like a way I can just look over.
You can look over the side, but it's coming from one of the tunnel outcrops from the side. There's no visuals around you. You just hear the whipping.
So what's with the whipping?
Oh, I mean, slave owners.
Slaves.
Well, yes.
Well, it sucks for the slaves. What kind of slaves they got?
I
Druggers.
Oh,
Druggers, probably.
Hopefully druggers.
maybe joggers. Probably joggers.
Or anyone who just
Or
Has that-
Wait a
I think it might be cattle or horses to pull cars.
You're a terrible liar.
What?
Wouldn't that be a
It might-
deception?
That's gonna be
if I had
that's gonna be an insight from basically everyone who's talking around you.
I mean
Yeah.
wait,
do
would
we
I know
roll
this?
for deception?
Would I know this?
You saw.
What are you telling him?
Oh, I did.
I agreed with Tredkey and be like, yeah, that's probably
You said
joggers.
nat 20 still count, right?
No, yeah, that's how I still count.
That was a very good time.
Remember, naturals are only good on like attack rolls. Everything
Oh,
else is just the
so
highest
it's
you can
still
get.
-4 to nat 20, or
Yeah. Teredki, are you gonna roll a deception check? Because you're definitely not telling the truth.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think I. Did I witness? Do I know what's going on? I forgot.
You just hear them complaining around you.
Yeah, because I rolled a 2 earlier. So
Former marauders.
I rolled a 20.
7.
20.
You can definitely tell that there wouldn't be any livestock anywhere down here, and they have been
I
using.
know mines.
Yes, but they have been using machinery, like mechanized humans, this entire time. So there would be no reason for there to be whips on machines, and there would be absolutely no chance for there to be livestock this far.
Well, you said slaves. Y'all are.
He said joggers.
No,
I said
didn't-
Droggers, maybe.
Whoa, I
He
never-
said joggers, maybe.
I never said joggers.
Oh.
I'm the ones like Droggers, maybe. Okay, is there something y'all aren't telling me? I can tell y'all are
meow.
hiding things.
We just didn't want to discuss it in present company, that's all.
You said you wanted this to be a quick trip.
I just want you guys to tell me the truth and we can be on our way.
Tell the truth when we're out of here and on the road. It stinks.
When you're older.
Well,
It's hot, I'm tired, and I
there's
died
no roll.
today.
I want to see if my character would be intelligent enough to put.
That's
can
gonna be a
say
wisdom.
that.
I know.
That's going to be an
I'm
intelligence.
hot.
Yeah.
That will
So
never
put
not.
2 and 2 together from seeing the dead body from earlier to how everybody's been treating me.
You do also notice that your dwarven tour guide is actually probably like 10 feet in front of you. He doesn't even realize that you guys are slowing down. He's just doing his paperwork. But yes, you can try an intelligence check
Yay!
to see if you can add things together.
I do really like how you could just unironically say, you know, I died today.
17.
So, from the synopsis, you do know that there is a conflict between orcs and dwarves. You have seen this before
Yep.
in a dwarven settlement. You also have seen the body of a dwarf,
You were about to say a dwarf. I'm the only dwarf,
the
fucker.
body of an orc here. You could possibly summarize that they have prisoners of war.
Okay. So, they're whipping orcs.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm asleep by now.
You learn something new every day.
Okay, probably prisoners of war, but all I know is if my mother happens to be here, I'm gonna get her out eventually, when I have the time.
Hadn't even considered. We'll come back to that when he's in better condition.
Yeah. And when we're all rested.
Hence, he said he can find people. I got the necklace. If she's here, I know where this location
If
is.
she's here, she's hopefully not going anywhere.
In any case, let's not be left behind.
If she's here, she's not going anywhere.
Well,
That's my
I-
synopsis.
I know, I said she's hopefully not going anywhere.
Well, that's...
No, she has a paid vacation in 3 weeks.
We have more pressing matters,
So,
like the fate of all of humanity.
more than just you.
Manatee.
All of humanoid and all living things.
Do we have
I'm
a
not smart to put in words.
Do we have a
The
word for
grass
that?
is living.
Humanity
You
generally
wanna-
regards
you
to
wanna
that
save all
sort
the
of
grass
stuff.
in the world.
All the races. All the good races.
You usually
Civilized peoples.
usually
Those veganized druids can.
So how long does it take to learn a 5th level scroll?
Remember, it's 2 hours for every level of the spell.
so 10.
10 hours. And that's gonna be 450?
I guess back on our way.
Yeah,
It
450.
is the hour and a half back up, so it is now about 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And a Duke, who has been touring you this entire time for the past 3 days, he goes back to his table and just glances over you and just like, I hope you all have enjoyed your time here at the Cliffwood Mining Company, and if you ever need any materials, gems, or otherwise, do not hesitate to call upon our services.
I'll send a message when I can.
Mm,
It was fun.
of course, of course.
I mean, given circumstances, it was still fun.
yes, yes.
I'm gonna walk up, put a hand on my shoulder.
God.
For a full-blooded.
And I'm gonna get Oscar by the shoulder and start walking out.
Well, no, I was gonna say you're not have that. Put out a hand.
Oh, good
And
God.
just divine smite.
A good afternoon to you all.
If you're ever in,
And we're leaving. Thank you very much, Joke.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
well, I'm still standing there. You have to.
We have.
I'm going to hug on
I've
him
left.
very forcefully.
But anyhow, to make it fast, I would just tell him if he's ever in my town, like the dwarven town.
Oh, I don't leave.
Well, if you're ever there, just throw out my family's name, and you'll be fine.
Sure.
We were the king's blacksmith.
Got
But-
it.
I'm gonna just quickly hug him and leave. Bye.
He, like, you don't entirely hear this. You get mumblings, but you can swear that he says under his breath, I don't even know his full name.
I only give out my last name to people.
Yes, but they don't know that.
Just-
No.
That's all I ever say to anybody because I keep forgetting to type it. Shake Oscar. I just Oscar.
So you guys go out, you are lit out, and it is mid-afternoon. It's a nice, cool breeze coming in, 20 degrees lower than inside the entire mountain. And you just see the hustle and bustle of people perusing different wares, different gems and whatnot.
Let's go to the stall and pick up his ray.
Wait, you were dealing with this Ray?
Yes, it was a gift before I died.
It still is a gift now that you've died.
I know. It's a gift after I died.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you finally forked up the stuff to help your Ray.
It's nice.
It prevents me from dying.
Mm.
That's literally the reason oh my god, that's literally the reason I did this. Wow.
Oh, hey,
Well, he couldn't have shot the beam while you were in, so.
I can now bring you back from the dead when you die. It can't.
He's so fetal.
I'm sure he was inspired by your sacrifice.
I'm going to hug Maximus.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna give him a nice big hug.
Overload of healing abilities.
Well, here's the thing. How I'm gonna play it off as watching the guy heal him is kind of how I learned how to do that little basic part because it works.
It's not gonna be sticking a diamond up the ass.
Speaking of diamonds, you should get some on the way out.
You need diamonds.
Yeah.
500 gold worth, if I remember. Or was it 300?
300, yeah.
Yeah, about.
Great. Well, let's go get the long-range healing device and the thing to bring people back from the dead.
I have no money.
Oh, right. I'll spot you with that.
We have beer
He
funds.
actually doesn't. We didn't know that's the first time he's ever mentioned he doesn't have money.
Actually, no. Hold on.
Group
I
funds.
forgot. I took out all my money when I really had 236 left over, so I gotta put that back in.
I can just hand him my 1,000. I'm not using it.
It's fine.
It'll put you up to 1,200.
Enough to buy a diamond.
4 of them.
4.
How many diamonds do you wish to procure at 300 apiece?
1,200 worth.
So, for very small, probably not even bigger than the size of your thumb.
Oh, those will fit in the butt nicely.
I don't know.
That's how my character's gonna do it from now on, because he thinks that's how I
A
have to do it.
suppository diamonds.
As we all
Make
know,
sure they're not pointy bits.
as we all know, the
He
soul
can, he can shape them down into like oval formations.
as we all
Let's
know, the
see.
soul passes
Let me
out
go
and in
add
from the
a-
ass.
I can do it to add equipment or just notes.
Probably just notes. Because it's not like it's an item that you use or anything.
Were you using that 1,000 I offered?
Yes.
Yeah, I used up.
Then you guys make it back over to your stall, and the surge beam is finished with a nice new crystal lens.
Cool.
No, it's on this arm.
We only got one of the 2 gems, right?
Yes.
Which one was it?
Range. It's now 60 feet.
Okay.
Yes. 60 feet. Oh, you also said.
I put it in the notes as 4 revived butt diamonds.
It would have been funnier to say diamond
Proud of
depositories. Anyways, you also said that gems can cause different effects based on color.
Yes, they do different things.
Purple?
Purple was, I
Yeah,
believe,
that's-
the one that inflicts damage instead.
Wait, what?
It reverses the natural effect.
The natural effects?
It hurts.
Instead of
Healing
it
goes
hurts.
to hurting, and hurting goes to healing.
So it becomes
What if
basically.
I were to just do that on a regular spell?
But, no,
Like-
it happens with technology. I
Oh.
don't deal with magic. I deal with tech.
Whoa. Well, in that case, I'd like to procure 2 amethysts then for about 150 gold each.
All right, go to the amethyst stall.
Oh.
But yeah, you can buy 2 amethysts for 150. Just I'm
100.
guessing spell focus and or spell material.
One for me, one for Maximus.
Got it. Yeah, so mark 300 off.
300. All right.
Amethysts are useful.
I'm just gonna hand it to you and be like, here, when you get chromatic orb later.
I wasn't thinking that far ahead. That's very nice.
Also,
I forgot about that one.
That's
Maximus,
a great spell.
are you sure it's a good idea if you're gonna be holding on to all of the group funding?
There's not much left.
How much is there?
4.5.
4.5?
Okay.
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 No, there's 4.5 gold pieces.
No. I know he was referring to
Just
thousands.
4 gold pieces of one that's a dwarf just bit in half.
I mean, the only reason you won't be able to get it from now on is if I get petrified again.
Oh,
There are
I
multiple
can
ways to
get into
lose
his
stuff
bag.
like that.
well, you did die. And I think you get some. You should get some compensation for that. I'm giving him the scroll for Magnificent Mansion.
What is this? It's always
It's a scroll for Magnificent Mansion.
Oh, mother of gods.
I got it from my friends back there.
I hug him. I just hug Victor.
Yeah.
That's
Do you take it or do you roll an acrobatics check?
Oh my god. I give it to him first.
So he's not entirely hugging you. He's walking towards you with his arms open, and then when he gets to you, he just launches his arms over your shoulders.
Give him that sloppy old man grandpa.
It's A, because of his weakened state, and B, because he doesn't really hug.
And
Okay.
I also have an half plate also. Shouldn't help.
Mm.
I don't hug. It was worth a try.
It's okay. There's a first time for everyone.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna sit down and just.
Magnificent mansion.
All right. You do also have your horse at the stable. So you have your horse plus Maple for your wagon adventure.
Get in, losers. We're gonna go do some
I'm gonna
slow traveling stuff.
spend 10 hours to learn Bigby's hand.
All right.
Because I don't think I'll be doing anything else.
I'll be driving the cart unless somebody else wants to.
All
All
right.
you gotta
I'm
do
just
is
gonna
say where
rest
to
when
go,
the time
make
is
little
appropriate.
You're the most familiar with Maple.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
and I also do the final hour.
Maple knows all of you. All you have to say is left, right, faster, slower. He listens to everybody. If I tell him who to listen to, he listens to them.
So, what is your guys' next destination?
Capital.
Maple, to the capital.
All right. Pardon me.
If you can get us there a little faster, some really big sugar cubes in it for both of you and the horse. But don't run yourself to death.
What are you guys doing within that time frame?
How long is it?
It is going to take you about 7 days.
Well, I guess I could just long rest then.
Yes, Maximus will definitely be able to do all of his long rests so he can get back his points, and you guys will be able to heal up from your travels.
So long rest.
Well, it's 7 days worth of travel.
Yeah.
So, yes, multiple long rests. I'm just wondering. Also, did you level up in Paladin?
Paladin.
Alright,
So
you-
that way that's how I got lesser restoration.
Well,
Or
I'm
not-
also keeping track of how many lay on hands you have, so now 45.
So we're gonna be out for a week.
It is 7 days of travel.
Cool.
What is everybody doing within those 7 days? I know there are specific things that you can do. There are general things you can do. You can talk amongst yourselves and think of a battle plan. You can just shoot the shit. You have 7 days. Not saying that it's going to be fully uninterrupted, but what are your plans for the next 7 days of travel?
No. I'm just looking at different spells.
Oh, that's not.
That sounds like
No.
a. That sounds like a druid.
That's a
thing.
paladin
Oh, that's a-
exclusive.
Wait, that is
That is a paladin exclusive.
What level?
That's force.
guys.
Okay, I'll talk to you about that later.
Nothing much besides managing my bag.
So, over the next 7 days.
D6s.
Got it.
I'm just.
I'm probably just gonna shoot the shit with everyone while I, take my long rests. And chill all the time.
Alright. Victor?
I got nothing.
Alright. I mean, you guys did just make it to level 11, so I didn't know if anybody wanted to try anything new or, test some things.
I would test my surge beam, but I don't want to do an integrity check on it.
That is up to you.
Well, actually, you know what? No. I'll do a single charge, 2 charges on the shot to see how far it goes.
Alright. So, while traveling at a decent speed, you just try and find maybe like a branch or some significant sort of large structure that you can try and aim towards, maybe a boulder and something like that. And
Specifically, like to 60 feet to see if I get full range out of it.
yeah, you can do an attack roll.
Okay. That is going to be 21.
Alright. And you hit a rock that is off the side of the road, which is around 40 to 50 feet out. And it has a nice shiny green glow encompass around it. As you just see a little bit of moss just grow ever so slightly larger on it.
I can make life! Okay. Okay, I think that's good.
Alright?
Do I have to do it in... Oh wait, no, I don't.
I mean, if you're recharging it.
No, only if I'm recharging. I think I'm good for now.
Got it. Oscar?
I'm just gonna roll all my prayers at once.
Maximus?
So,
Get ready for the next half hour, guys.
to make a 3rd level spell scroll, it takes 1 week of work days
Mm-hmm.
and 500 gold.
Mm-hmm.
A work day isn't a full day.
It's an 8-hour period, yeah.
I'm gonna make 1 scroll of Dispel Magic.
Alright.
And also, I'm gonna show off Bigby's hand.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask to stop the cart once I finish that.
What are you doing first?
I'm gonna do the Bigby's hand first. Then on our
So
first
that's gonna be the first day, because that's
10
your
hours,
10
yes.
hours. I am gonna say that's gonna take a little bit longer. That's gonna probably be 12 to 14 because you're doing it on the first day in your super
Yes.
tired state. So you'll probably get that done around the 2nd day.
got it.
So you'll start working on creating the scroll between like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
And I think once the exhaustion wears off, I might just do a double day and just work through the whole day.
Alright.
I'll take an exhaustion for that one.
Are you doing anything else?
No, I'm good. I just want to show off Bigby's hand. 'Cause 5th level spell.
So it is the dawn of the 5th day.
Oh, by the way,
Sure.
wisdom checks are 25 for the highest I got.
Got it.
5 sixes?
Hmm?
5 sixes?
Yes.
Everyone look at this. I can make a giant hand. And it punches things really hard.
I'll just blast out the hand.
It has my health.
It has help, yes.
I'm aware. This is-
I redid some of my cleric spells. I know it's good.
Well, cleric spells, you just prepare whatever. You can,
I just went and redid some more.
2 potions, 3 spare charges.
got it. Key's just like, I can do magic too! Pop!
That's very magical key. Back to work.
Wait, what are you able to do now?
It's his bag that gets charges back per day, and he can spend 5 days, or 5 charges just to get a minor potion, health potion, for free.
So I've just been popping those out the whole time.
We could open a store.
Actually.
He can make 1 potion a day at max.
We're adventurers.
How long does it take to make a potion normally?
Depending on how many broom stands you can have.
Good point. You make potions, I make armor.
So,
Heals and steals.
it is the 5th day. You guys are conversing with yourselves. It is around 8 o'clock, and you have made camp for the night. I'm going to need perception checks.
Oh, I'm back to normal now, I think.
You are back to normal.
I'm still probably feeling I died. I won't say mentally normal yet. That's gonna linger.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Perception.
I'm gonna use my passive.
I heard a voice.
No, you roll for it.
I heard a voice.
Only rogues get that ability.
Alright, going around.
17?
19.
Oh, 19. 28.
Take away the 20 from his, and that's what I got.
So Oscar just minding himself
Oh, wait, we're doing
and
straight rolls?
I'm thinking about my war axe hammer.
he's thinking about all the stuff that he could possibly get from the capital. You guys recognize a very familiar porcelain mask peering out from behind the tree line.
Hello, masky boy.
Not today, Snake.
Hello.
I just roll over.
Oh, it's not your bedtime yet.
I died. I want a week without you all.
Yes, you have.
Just 1 week.
And you've made You've made a few people upset.
Who are you talking? Oh.
Hello.
Good evening, Viper.
Good evening.
At least I didn't give him the death.
You want a drink?
So relief.
No, I'm good.
If you're gonna be here and talk to us and be all creepy, remind at least coming into the camp.
No, I
I don't like yelling.
No, don't worry. I can heal you.
You want jerky?
I'm good. I don't need.
We got jerky,
I don't need your sustenance.
but jerky's good though.
Believe me, I have much more higher taste than your.
Yeah, he feeds on the souls of innocent children.
I don't feast off of children.
Yeah, Oscar, get it right.
That's right, it's beholder schmegma.
No. They need to be older.
How much older?
Probably teenagers. The meat gets a little bit tender.
They get
Okay,
sweet.
that's
Is it
enough
sweet?
about that.
I bet he likes to fatten them up too.
Okay, that's enough antagonizing.
I want to
You
go
can't
back to
really
sleep.
fatten a soul
Can you increase its quality?
by adding more.
So we piss people off.
Wait, how can
Yes, you almost made us lose a bet.
Wait, almost.
Yes, you see, several of us awakened, placing a little bet on you. We are trying to see who will be the first one to punch our good lady in the face. We want to see you guys be bold and brash. Bunny and I have a bid on you. And,
Well, thank you
yes,
for what it's
yes.
worth.
Most people have a bid on the man who can run a mile. Being
I
the
mean,
fact that-
to be very honest, I
being
would.
the fact that he's the one who actually punches.
You know what?
Well, I mean, I punch now.
Well, we would imagine you to do it in your more feral form than in your form.
No, I'm good. I don't need that right now.
They believe you could probably do it out of pure rage.
How much is bet on me? I'd like to get in on that action.
No, it's just between us. And then it'd probably be out of pity. You'd probably do your little like purpley hand thing and just like slap her and she'd just take it out of pure amusement.
Are we talking like just a spell attack here, or just an actual hand?
Like an actual hand.
An actual hand.
We don't really have any bets going on the count.
Fair. Sorry.
I mean, unless you count arrows.
No, it has to be like a physical hand, not more physical, but just handshake.
As long as it looks like a hand.
Yes, we imagined his little purple hand doing something.
Over the table. I
Maximus just grins.
I mean, to be fair, over the table, I cannot punch someone. I would do 0 damage.
I get to take a note of
So it's fair. That's valid.
And
Also, I think I hear the cat.
Yes, I meant.
Okay.
I just took a note. Punch Magla immediately.
No. We let boys do it.
No,
They all lose their bets.
I mean, actually, if I use my claws, I could, but.
Okay, continue.
yes, but we also have noticed that as much fun as we enjoy watching you suffer and die for us, that is the matter of speaking that you have interrupted something of my lady's task.
Yay. for
Talking
us.
about the crystal dude?
Dude?
Person.
Let's. I put my hand over Victor's mouth. The big sand golem that was guarding the crystal.
Well, we saw him, yes. But,
Wait,
please,
you were there?
tell me more about this gem dude.
No, there was no gem dude. He's just very imaginative.
The gem dude.
You
He
know
was
him.
I know there.
He
It was my voice.
He was talking about the dude made from the gem.
I had a voice in my head.
You're rolling for deception, sir.
Y'all are fucking stupid. I would have said, yeah, the gem dude. The dude who sold him his shit for his lens cap. The gem dude.
No one said Maximus was a good liar.
22? No. It was worth a try.
Wow, how high? is
Please,
the
I would love to know a little
Would that
bit
be
more.
Well,
I had a good
but
roll
Were you
low
there or
charisma.
watching from a distance?
Well, I'm always watching.
Okay, were you watching like, ooh, through this creepy window while they're in the shower watching, or like, oh, here's a mirror, I can watch
What's a
through it?
shower?
Oh god.
You know what I mean.
But I would love to know a little bit more about this gem dude of yours.
Oh, well, there was this guy who helped me get a new lens for my
The
my
surge
thing.
beam.
Yeah, surge beam, and it was me. And it's
Let me tell you, young man, I have been around a while, and you do not have the face for poker.
okay.
You're a terrible liar.
I mean, I wasn't really lying. I did meet a guy who helped me with this.
Truth.
A guy who
Lies
gives
through.
gems.
Lies through omission are no less lies.
Fine, if you do not wish to tell me, I will not push any further. But I would just love to watch you as you explore more gems.
Cool, tell us where more gems are. I'd like a necklace.
We would love a necklace too.
We're trying to complete a collection for a good friend.
I think we have better friends.
I don't know about
That's
that.
purely subjective.
You guys don't really friends kind of people.
Oh, we have a very tight-knit group. It's a clique.
This is starting to sound quite like a race.
Alright, I gotta go, guys.
Hmm.
I gotta go home and take care of some things.
Oh
Alright.
dear.
Oh,
All right.
fair.
Fine, go to bed. Don't talk to me. That's. I guess people will.
I mean, do we really have to talk to you at all?
I mean, I have graced you with my presence as a non-threatening entity.
I mean,
You have
you,
encountered all of my others, and they have just attacked you on sight. I tried to have a very simple conversation.
I think if you want to get
Well, I
actually
mean, are
into
you-
our camp, we might be able to talk more friendly.
Of course, I would love to do that. But common sense tells me otherwise.
But if you're non-threat, then how come you don't want to be here over here?
Because threatening doesn't mean I have to be close to you.
But then how can we trust you then?
If I'm farther away, there's less chance for me to attack, isn't there?
We all know attacks can be from many ranges.
Yes, which means I have no reason to get closer.
Those guys are gonna roll over and go to sleep.
Alright.
Let's see.
So,
I guess, in the interest of friendship. No, let me rephrase that. In interest of competition.
it's a good word. I would love to see how the hare wins the race.
Isn't one of your guys a rabbit?
Figure of speech.
Got it.
No, but I believe
Just let me know if I die.
Alright. Have fun.
Remember, Skype is always open if you can.
Yeah, if I got a moment, I'll Skype in.
Later, Kenny.
Bye, Kenny.
See ya. My shoes.
I believe that in the interests of seeing a good bout, I believe you're all heading south towards a very desolate border.
That was our direction.
Well, let's see who gets to the finish line
Dylan.
first.
My character sheet's on doing your job.
Got it.
Is there like a checkered line or something at
It's
the end?
a figure of speech again. I got this one.
Hmm.
Good. Well, I was just checking in on all of you.
Okay.
So I think I'll be taking my departure.
Have a good night.
I have the best of nights.
Oh god, that's
And you actually kind of notice as he has the porcelain mask with his dark cloak, he turns around that you can't see the mask anymore, and the silhouette fades. There is no magic sigils going off. It is literally just turning around, see dark shadow dissipate.
Oh great, it's just incorporeal. I'll get back to work. I have to pull all-nighters on this thing.
Not all-nighters, 4 hours you have to meditate.
Yep.
Alright. Is anybody else doing anything else for the rest of the evening?
No, not even sleeping, probably.
Imagining punching the magnet.
Okay, you know, I actually probably gotta sleep or else.
I'm just
Exhaustion,
like
but-
pondering over. Like, I didn't lie though.
You tried to misdirect
Yeah.
after your Freudian slip.
All right, then fine. If that's what he wants, I'll just tell him the whole thing next time.
Alright.
It's not. No, I mean, it's not like we can get to it.
I just don't want them to know.
So-
No, about what?
You guys sleep for the rest of the night? Are you doing anything else on the rest of the 2 days travel?
You know what I'm doing.
Got it.
No.
You two?
Sleep? Sure. Why not?
Well, no. Are you doing anything for the rest of the 2 days that you need to travel?
Well, I can't really think of anything, no, so, no.
Alright.
What kind of intelligence would you say would be a check revolving around the practices of other temples?
Religion.
Okay.
It deals specifically with religion, so.
I mean, not explicitly religion, it's like other monk abilities, so it's like,
I believe that still has a sense of religion,
Fair enough.
being the fact that you guys kind of have an ideology you follow. Even if it's not based off of a god, it still has the same sort of formalities that religion does.
16?
What are you trying to look in particular into?
If his little disappearing acts seem in any way familiar.
Not to you.
Noted.
This isn't even familiar to the astral projection that was done before, and that you might have knowledge of because of your line of expertise.
2 more potions?
2 more potions.
Eight notes in the bag.
Got it. So, you guys are back at the capital. What do you do?
Did I finish it or?
I would say yeah. If you gave the next 2 days
Yeah.
full dedication.
Victor,
Yes?
scroll for a scroll.
Hey. What is this one?
Dispel magic.
Hey.
Only that's nice. Spent a lot of time working on that.
Thanks.
First thing I'm gonna do is, oh wait, what time is it?
You get there, dude.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go and look for a shop that would have war axes.
Right in. We're at the outer city right now.
Yeah.
At the outer city, gonna try get into inner. Need more paper and supplies before heading south.
All right. You don't hear anything as of recent.
And then I'll just head to the inner city gates.
So yeah, you can find a blacksmith. I mean, this is the capital. You'll find a blacksmith, but trying to get anything in specific is probably going to take you a while. But if you're getting just like a regular war axe or something like that, it's just a general shop that you can get it at.
Mm-hmm. How much would it be?
God help me if I remember every price of every item.
All I can find here is war hammer.
Should we think Kenny would put in a commission while we're here?
Yeah, it's for the exact same thing he had
Oh.
before.
Well, he didn't get it here, so
Yeah.
he'd have to probably do his best at convincing somebody of what he wants to have. So, Dylan, roll up a... I'm going to say diplomacy, only so he can try and describe what it is he wants correctly enough.
Let me pull up his additives.
What's diplomacy?
I think that's a persuasion. Right?
Persuasion,
Charisma,
sorry.
Yeah.
Diplomacy is 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Everything
bad.
seemed to have different names, yeah.
Not all of it, but yeah.
A lot of things, yeah. Because
Yep.
Constitution was fortitude, I believe.
There was an entirely separate use rope skill.
Mm-hmm.
Which one did you say?
Lord.
Persuasion?
Persuasion.
So much. So many
You
things.
should have a good one. He has high charisma.
22.
All right. So he is able to convey what exactly he wants, and he's told that the commission is probably going to take 2 days of work, due to the fact that it is trying to make 3 makeshift items into one, especially to have better integrity, so it doesn't break off at the tip, because you've got a pretty heavy tip that you need at the end of it. And then let's see, it's going to be about. I believe I listed the previous one at like 150 for all weapons, time, and materials.
I'll pitch in the rest.
Got it.
And then I'll head towards the inner city gate.
Alright. By the time, because about an hour travel in total getting into the city trying to find someone, do stuff like that, you do get a response from the king, and he basically said that he sent a message to the, you guys, he assumed you guys were coming from the northern gate due to the fact that you guys probably came from the northern direction, so he just sent a message up there. They know that you're coming.
Sending scroll into outer town.
You're gonna have to look for a perception check.
Because I know they don't have it in the upper town, because they don't have anything lower than 5th. I see it with a 19 plus 9, if it is there.
And you're doing it in the inner city?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because they wouldn't have it in the upper.
You mean the outer?
They wouldn't have it in the inner, so I'd be looking into.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich people wouldn't have that one. It's
No.
a second level.
It does take you a while, but you go to a magic shop that is selling scrolls, and I'm not using the same exact ones
Yeah.
because you guys were on the southern side previously, and you can see the piece of paper sticking out of a barrel, and it's like partially unfolded so you can see the sending, and you walk towards it as a patron picks up the scroll.
No!
And starts reading it. It seems like to be a half-elf, wizard robes, very new apprentice, probably like level 5 or something.
Just like.
And he has like a pseudo hand-me-down scroll book that's just like it's thread that's tethered together, and he's just like.
He found a.
I can finally talk to my dad now!
Just get out the corner. I just go, just an elephant obscenities. God damn it!
Who's yelling?
Did he scry?
I'll turn around.
No.
And then he opens up his bag. Oh. Sir, how much is for this? That's going to... You can hear this off to the side. How much is this? What is it? Scroll of sending? Oh, I think that's normal price, 120. Oh, I only have 100.
He's the only one that's
aware of this,
this, right?
Minimus, are you here?
Yeah.
I have to do the right thing, don't I?
What do you mean?
Thank you. How much are you missing on that scroll?
About 20?
It's 50.
Why?
Keep learning.
Thank you.
Also, you know what? Here's rope trick.
Thank you.
And here's a platinum.
Orwell.
Maximus.
Thank you. I'll get that scroll, please. So he goes over and he pays for it, and he has the little bit. Are you sure I can keep the rest?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much. And he just scatters across and goes outside.
That was the scroll sending.
Yep.
Oh. The only one?
Yep.
Was that the only sending scroll you had?
I mean, did you look in the barrel?
I'll look in the barrel.
Make a perception.
God, dice don't fuck.
Am I there with him?
They have.
I mean, you're in the store.
Okay, I'm gonna help him out on that then.
So
Give you advantage.
that's a lot better. That's double digits. 25.
You do see a sending scroll crushed down the bottom underneath all the other papers.
Carbide is real. One sending scroll. 120.
Wait, let's check to see if it can still work.
Oh,
Like,
boy.
the writing isn't smudged or anything like that?
Yeah, the writing's fine. It still has residual magic coming off of it. It's perfectly fine.
Karma is a thing. Cool. Thank you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
okay, I'm gonna do a bit of a look around myself, see if I can find some spells for Fireball.
Sure.
Good old
16.
So you do see behind the counter there is kind of like a glass case that has like cautionary spells written on top of it.
Oh, okay.
And you do see like very exclusive spells that are in that case. You don't see Fireball directly, but you can get a sense that that's where the more harmful effects, if any of them were to be casted here.
Excuse me, sir, what kind of scrolls you got in there?
Well, basically any of the ones that if they're accidentally read go boom. We don't want anybody to accidentally read them or...
Such as...
Well, we've got Lightning Bolt, we've got Cone of Cold, we've got Prismatic Spray,
Oh,
we've got, let's see.
Oh wow.
how much is Prismatic Spray?
That's what,
It's gonna be super expensive is what it's gonna be.
it's like 6,000.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, what else?
Wait, how much? What level's Prismatic Spray?
That's 7th.
That's
Oh, I thought. Oh, I was getting chromatic orb.
5th level, I do
My
believe
base.
was 600.
Got a
When I got
Banish. Got a Flame Sphere. God, we wouldn't want any of our papers to burn down. We got a Wish. Nope, wait, sorry. It's just disc.
What the fuck?
Sorry, my bad. That looked like a Wish.
Wait, it's like a disc?
Yeah,
Floating disc, first level
floating
spell.
disc. Yeah.
Ooh.
Because, you know,
Floating
anybody can just
Wish.
stack things onto there and try and take it out.
It's a circular horizontal plane. I can't use it, so never mind.
We got a finger. We got a finger of death.
Oh.
Really? Oh my.
How
Is
much
that
is
like
that?
7th?
Yeah.
6,000.
Okay. 7.
I think we'll find the better spells up. Do you have Fireball?
I would say yes.
Would you say yes?
Because it's not. Somebody made it a little bit tougher.
What do you mean tougher?
It's a level 6 fireball.
So 6,000.
No, you don't got base level?
And unfortunately, whoever made this kind of made it a little bit tougher.
We'll be finding more in the upper city. Inner city. After that shop, we'll head there.
Alright.
And then I have a shopping list for you.
Oh, great, more shopping.
I don't want to do any interaction. I just have a list of needed materials and stuff.
Alright, so you guys head your way in. They've got the notification. You guys make it on the trolley, and you guys head towards the inner city, where it's nice, white, marble, and nobility based. What is your list of chores?
Legend lore, steel wind strike, wall of stone, wall of force, $1,000, 1,000 gold spell focus, and for legend lore, I think I need 300 gold worth of incense and candles.
Alright, so we're gonna leave this one up to chance. What was the first one?
Legend lore.
Legend lore. Actually, let me just make this easier on myself. Because I'm lazy. Alright, so that is going to be a no.
Shit! That was the most important one.
What's the next one?
Fuck.
Don't think they have that one.
Steel Wind Strike? That's not good. They didn't have that.
We'll live for now.
No, not steal as in the verb. That's going to also be a no.
Shit. Wall of Force? Wow, they had a whole lot of 5th level spells last time. What
You
happened?
haven't been here in like a month. That's also well. That one is going to be a yes.
Buying.
Alright.
I think it was 600, like Big B's.
I will double check. 600.
600. Wall of Stone.
Wall of Stizzity Stone. Gonna be a no, dog.
$1,000 gold
Should've
spell
been
focus.
Flex T.
Yeah, you can find that easily. Because spell focuses aren't really that hard to find. It's more or less like, what do you want it to look like? But that's just flavor.
So we're at like the other spell scroll shop, right?
In the Noble District, yeah.
Teleportation circle.
Mm.
I would hope the city has one.
Yes.
While by teleportation circle.
That'll be another 600.
200 gold
Oh.
worth of precious gems and shock.
And shock.
And chalk.
Oh, and chalk.
Chalk. Magical chalk needed for drawing the circle.
Alright. Yeah, you could probably find some gems. I mean, this is the nobility part. And you can probably assume that these are good gems and not cheap gems that you might have found in the outer district. Because obviously people want the good shit here.
Got it. I will see if this town has a teleportation circle in it.
How?
Ask. It's common knowledge for people usually.
It's common knowledge for wizards.
For wizards.
For wizards.
So I'm gonna look for everyone in a robe and ask them if they've seen just a big circle of chalk around here.
You ask around the common nobility,
And
and
ask a guard probably or someone.
guards do not respond to you.
Okay, then anyone wizardy looking, scholarly.
Basically, everybody here kind of looks like they've got at least a 10 in intelligence.
Got it.
But nobody knows of any teleportation circle. There is nothing really needed to be teleported when it comes to their society. Everything just comes on the tramway. If there were to have anything of a teleportation circle, it would be specifically held by the king.
When I learn it, I learned a sequence for 2 destinations. Determined. When I do learn this, I learn of 2 circles determined by you.
We'll see how that goes by story.
Yeah.
Hopefully on this continent.
By all means, one of them's probably your old home.
Probably.
If it's still there. Anybody else doing anything in the meantime?
Yes. Since we're in the Noble District now, I want to look again to see if I find any fireball spell scrolls.
Got it.
How much did it cost to do Oscar's axe thing? Or did we...
We
already
did that
figured
math.
it out.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
There's fireball.
Firebolt?
Fireball.
Fireball. Okay. How many?
There are 2 fireballs.
2 fireballs. So.
But one is written on normal parchment, the other is written on black parchment. And the wording seems to be glowing purple instead of like the normal black scribble.
Just like go up to the clerk, be like, excuse me, what's going on with this scroll over here?
My guess is that somebody dyed it in ink. I don't know. Just somebody sold it to me and said it had fireball on it.
Is Maximus with me right now?
You can
Arcana
I'll
check.
yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
Scroll shopping together.
Arcana on
Yeah,
that.
I'll give him advantage on that too.
27.
This seems to have a different sense of aura to it. It doesn't seem like a normal fireball.
This is weird.
How much is this one?
I guess it's the same price as normal fireball. I mean, I don't know what it does.
120?
Fireball's level 3, right?
Yes.
So 200.
This
But
is
sending
weird.
was 120 though.
Sending was a level 2 spell.
That's a level 3.
That's level 2, isn't it?
I checked. Sending is.
I was told it was a level 2.
Oh, sending is 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh, well, then you guys got it off.
Oh, on Fireball?
No, on sending.
Oh, alright. Okay, in that case, I'll give it the 200.
Okay.
This is weird.
I'm gonna hold on to this. Oh wait, no. I did that.
I want to
Okay.
identify as soon as we're out. Do you mind if I identify it as soon as we're out of the shop?
Sure, but you gotta give it back.
Got it.
And also, as a precautionary, I also want to see if there are any counter spells.
Counter spell is level 4 or level 3?
That's a level 3.
3.
No.
There are no counter spells.
No counter spell.
Shoot. Yeah. Well, I guess I can look in the other scroll shop again when I have the chance.
And then in my note, did they say they wanted to see us at the castle or anything?
No, you just wanted to come inside.
Oh yeah, I need to get more paper. I think I would go there to get that.
You can, yeah, you can go in the castle, but like nobody was asking for your audience.
Got it.
You wanted to go inside.
Yeah. Actually, really quick, I want to open up the scroll to see if the writing's any different. Besides the fact it's just purple.
Yes and no. The wording is exactly the same. The lettering seems to be. You know, I have chicken scratch, right? And it's just like kind of crappy writing.
Yeah.
This seems to be like maniacal writing.
Oh.
I will now sit down to identify it to know exactly what it is.
All right. So it is a fireball, but it is a cursed fireball.
This is cursed fireball.
Cursed. With what?
Instead of taking fire damage, they take cold damage.
They take cold instead of fire.
And there's a possibility, you don't know what, of inflicting a curse on the affected and the caster.
There's a chance of inflicting a curse on you and the affected.
Even if they succeed the roll.
Would this be learnable?
You can certainly try.
I would definitely want compensation for that first.
I was gonna ask. This is because that was just me to him. There's a chance I might be able to learn this.
With the curse?
It seems interesting. A cold fireball with a chance of curse.
Is it possible for us to remove
So the
curse,
thing
though?
is,
I have
On-
removed curse.
on
I
the
do too.
scroll itself, it is written exactly like Fireball. So if you are going to learn from that scroll, you are going to learn Fireball.
Okay,
You are not learning the curse that has been embedded on the spell.
got it.
I see.
And here you go.
Thank you. Just put that in the bag of holding.
And the last thing I'd want to do is go see if they have more paper for me.
One sec. Alright. So you go inside, and you see the regular main hallway with nobility talking around, people having a grand old time, discussing business and politics and stuff like that. you guys don't familiarize yourself with. But you do see a familiar floating figure, slightly translucent, coming towards you guys with a small rim of paper just floating over.
Oh, hello again.
Hello. You wanted some more?
Yes, thank you. I will be making more reports as we move on.
Gladly.
Have a good day.
Okay then. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Just floats backwards. It's going back down into the hallway. Just watching you guys.
Strange fellow.
Like this.
Such a nice fellow.
I will now put that paper in my bag.
You got 5 more sheets of paper.
Perfect.
Alright. What now?
Do you guys want to just start heading south, since I guess we are racing?
Their analogies of hares makes me think of an old proverb I knew. Perhaps haste isn't going to do us any good in this situation. Plus, Oscar was really looking forward to having us.
You gotta whisper up.
Plus, Oscar was very excited for his new replacement tool.
Yeah. It's gonna be 2 more days. Or a day and a half until that is done.
I'm going to try and commission a legend lore for when we get back then.
Didn't we have somebody in the other city we knew for that?
Not for legend lore, no.
Not for legend. Well, yeah.
But you still have the job that somebody wants a tome of accelerated speech
Yes.
to make spell scrolls faster. You still have that quest
I'll
open
see
to
if I
you
can
guys.
commission that scroll.
Hey.
No.
No, yeah.
The item is a tome of
tome.
accelerated
Yeah.
speech.
Do I still have notes for that?
He
I
said
have
that
it.
he wants you guys to find that for him so he can make scrolls faster.
Oh my god, I can
Yeah.
make scrolls faster with that.
Oh yeah.
I let the. I can't win. It's like you're trying to do something good and you're just like, oh, I could use that for myself.
But I can make scrolls faster for us.
What
We don't
alignment?
even know what's gonna change.
What alignment is Maximus?
Yeah, I would like to know that too.
You guys were offered a job.
Yeah.
He's trying to get this for his business.
It just took so long before.
It's like we didn't even we haven't even considered it until now.
Because I didn't start making scrolls till about a week ago.
Well, what is your alignment?
Good.
No,
Not lawful. Chaotic good.
okay, now that makes sense. Because I was gonna like, if you were like,
I
think you'd be like,
don't know. Well, I think that would be more like a chaotic neutral thing.
no, he's not.
And
doing
maybe
it.
He's
for
not-
us.
He's not stealing anything. He's just not completing the job. And it's not like you guys are bound to the job. It's not. It's just
And
for
also-
a little bit of pay.
And also, he is doing it for what he believes is good, which is making more spells for himself.
It's
so he
not
can-
bad by
Yeah.
doing it, but obviously,
This is a
Yeah,
fairly
I
selfish
think
thing.
it's totally in character.
yes,
It's
you would
fine,
be
yeah.
leaving it up to your party rather than a guy's business who sells to a majority of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's just not entirely like.
It's not lawful. It's not.
Well, it's not. It's,
It's
not.
not even
It's just
lawful.
neutral.
Mhm.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah.
Okay. But he's chaotic good though.
Um,
Isn't that was literally the point I was making.
It doesn't
go.
mean that he can't do neutral things. Good people can do evil things. Evil people can do good things. It's not like, oh, you do one thing and your alignment totally change. It does sway your personality, but it doesn't automatically make you that.
yeah.
That's the tenet of free will.
That is a wish card that changes your alignment. Thank you very much. Or not
Well-
wish card. Take a many things
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
Well, either way, I have the general directions on where we can possibly find one.
All right.
Because we did talk to that girl before, and that's what she
Well-
told us.
You guys are in the city.
Hmm.
What else?
Commissioning the legend lore.
All right. So it's going to take because Legend Lore is level 5.
It's going to take you about 4 weeks. Oh god, I'll just buy it when I come back. Because
Don't you want to have a guarantee it will be there?
I don't want to pay that much for it.
You would also have to pay more because it's on layaway for you specifically.
Yeah, I'll just wait for it when I come back.
Same kid just comes in. It's like, oh, I have money this time.
Oh, I can cast level 5 spells now.
God damn, he learned quick. I'm not helping this time.
The spell you gave him unknowingly set off like a butterfly effect chain of events that has now made him like level 10 already.
Traded from Tim.
We are not the true heroes in this story.
I mean,
Get back to me in a second. I have one more thing to do in Inner City, so talk to everyone else.
Alright, guys.
Well, if we're going to be staying for 2 days, I have a sketch that I wanted to commit to canvas. That's kind of how I'm spending my time.
You two? I would say gentlemen, but you're not all gentlemen.
I'd probably just. How much is a greater potion of healing?
Greater is 150.
We should definitely do potions over here.
Yeah, because I only have one potion left, and I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to buy. You said it was 150.
150.
All right. I'm going to buy 4 of them for 600.
Alright.
I guess I could do a potion of greater healing too. They're 100 gold each, you said?
Greater is 150.
150.
I got greater. You could get a normal though.
Well, I have a greater too. I just want to see if I can get more of them. But, yeah, I guess I can put in about 100 gold worth to get to regular.
There we go. Now it's art.
I would like perception checks.
Perception
You know
checks?
what?
Everyone or just them?
Everyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my passive, which is 16.
It's a rogue skill. You can't do that.
Oh, that's only for rogues. I am so sorry.
DM says you roll. DM says you roll.
Oh, okay.
Alright, perceptions?
27.
13.
15. I was one short of what I would have done.
29.
Alright, so you all notice that there is a plume of smoke coming from the southern direction of the outer walls. You guys noticed before the plume of smoke that there was a rather large explosion sound that happened.
Before we
There's
leave the Inner
festival?
City, I need to do this.
There is an explosion that happened in the city of the outer banks.
Is that normal?
God, where'd it go? I just had it, but now I'm all...
I don't know. I go to like a garden, like, hey, is that normal?
I mean, fires break out on occasion, but not explosions now. I'm pretty sure the outer city guards have it.
Should we check any?
How much was a broom of flying?
Are
Broom of
you
flying?
going for a broom of
Broom of
flying?
I want to know how much
No,
it
I'm
is.
not mad. I'm impressed.
Good God.
I'm not mad. I'm impressed. I'm proud
Well,
of
at least we're making those checks.
it. I fully support him. I fully
Roll
support
an
him.
intelligence check to see if, because you were never. Did you really ask ever for this?
Probably nothing like this.
No. So your best guesstimate.
19 plus
We had a Raj
9,
Hansen
so
guesstimate.
28.
8,000.
Enduring spellbook, the one that can't be damaged by fire.
That one is
Or
not
water.
in this, so I'm going to have to give you an answer on that later because it's not insane
And-
logic.
Finally, boots of levitation.
What's the
I
difference? Wait, what's
Yeah, enduring spellbook is not this. And boots, it's another intelligence.
I was gonna say. Oh, he's only going for because he couldn't find the broom.
26.
4,000.
Cool. I'm gonna buy boots of levitation.
Boots of levitation, eh?
They have really nice looking slippers.
Fuck. Okay. Where's the tray?
Wait, you got like
What was
a
that
candy
roll?
shop?
He was trying to look for it, and the odds were not in his favor.
I did look into inner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the thing was just if he knew it existed.
Damn it, I don't want to hold things up more than you need to, but...
Now we can go check out that explosion.
I'm gonna see if there's any items specifically for meta magic. If that's even a thing.
That would take a lot more research.
That is not a thing to your knowledge, and you don't even know where to begin to look. AKA, I don't have anything for that. No, those are very specific things because you're trying to create a class ability into a item, which is not common.
Yeah.
That bardic sword is something I made, not a normal item.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah, you know.
so you guys are heading down
Towards the shop.
south.
So we do have like regular documentation that gets us into the inner city, the standard way, right?
No,
No.
That's me.
he wrote a note to the king. The king sent a message to let you guys.
That's
in.
why I'm trying to look at this stuff before we leave. I'm going as fast as I can if there was anything else I needed.
Good
Is this like same day we arrived, or?
Same day. You guys, it's around dinner time probably right now.
Then yeah, the only other thing would be the endurable spellbook.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything listed on that. I know it's Xanathars, I know it's a
Yeah.
thing, but I don't have a pricing on that, so I'm gonna have to.
At some point, just
Yeah.
that happened while we were there. We move on now.
So will we be getting a hotel for the night afterwards, or?
Oh. We're gonna go check out the explosion right now.
Yes, afterwards.
Yeah, we'll get a hotel.
Alright, so you guys make your way down to the southern area. You do notice that there is a little bit of a hustle and a bustle trying to get away from the area of explosion. And you notice that the area of explosion is actually familiar to you. It is a place that you have been before. Namely, of a short gnome and a certain clock store.
Oh god, I run as fast as I can.
Clock store?
I run as fast as I can.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm joining him on that.
So you guys make it double speed, run over. Tereki's have a light jog. You guys make it over there, and you notice that the building no longer has a roof or a second floor.
I burst in.
Oh.
You attempt to burst
Oh
in.
no.
Make a strength check.
Oh yeah, I just remember my intelligence proficiency's gone now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that was gone within an
19.
hour.
No, you said that last.
Oh yeah,
week.
1 day. Sorry.
It's
That's been gone.
No, the intelligence is a week, while strength was for 1 day.
Regardless, it
Yeah.
is gone.
Yes. Okay.
19.
You do a good shoulder bash, but you can kind of see through the windows. There is pillars of wood that is, or like beams that are
Oh, no.
falling on the door.
Hello? Are you alive?
Is anyone there?
Don't you have spells for this?
Bigby's hand! Open the door!
So, while a crowd of onlookers and makeshift wizard firefighters shoot water and spray into the house, you summon a giant hand and people are like taken back, and then you just see the other wizards like, damn, I don't know that. But yeah, you take Bigby's hand and you like claw into the door. You rip it out.
Oh,
There's
that's
still
awesome.
more wood pieces, so you kind of like do the finger trick where
Yeah.
you're trying to break a pencil in half.
Yeah.
So you break and you try and take away some pieces, and you're starting to claw things out, and you can just hear very faint coughing inside of the shop. You say,
Hello? Hello?
God damn it! Yeah.
Are you stuck? Are you crushing under anything?
No, I'm fine. He actually just crawls underneath all the wood pieces. He kind of like limbos under because he's just small enough. Just like, and he's got all dust on him. His beard is like half. It's actually more than half burnt off. It's like now 1/4 of the way there. He's like,
As soon as they
you
first
need to do a comb over on this. I'm just,
Mr. Wright, are you okay?
yeah, I'm all.
You said those people stole those 3 things from you.
What?
The 3
Oh,
other things. They stole
yeah.
them from you. Did you get them? Did you make them?
I mean, I made most of them. Yeah.
How did you get a dragon ogre heart that big?
What?
Insight?
Well,
Do you mind if there's not people around us right now?
Okay. I finally have his attention now. He's a little bit less insane.
I would say come join me in my shop, but
I feel like my hand is just over us.
yeah. Well, he got outside.
Maximus, can't you do that tiny hat thing?
I mean, I'm not gonna do it in the middle of the crowd.
You do have onlookers. You do have like makeshift news reporters who are writing down.
I'm gonna
things
have
that
the
happen.
hand go in between us and them.
What's
Talk
going
to the
on?
hand.
Perhaps we should get a room for the night then.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I would love one because mine's kindly in my basement.
If there's any fires, like pat.
There's like,
The water casters are making rain and stuff like that.
Wow.
What exactly?
Being powerful again.
What exactly happened here?
Well, you see, I was trying to work on my little project, and I got most of the way done, but you can't really substitute that which I don't have. And it kind of short-circuited, and it went kablooey, and yeah, and
That's
kind
a
of...
big kablooey.
Well, it's a big project.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to start from square one?
Well, I mean, I can start from square one, but I can get my parts from other places. I do know of other people who do minor things of my degree, and I just I buy things from them. But
Insight.
Yeah, can I help you with that one? Give you advantage?
Dankeschön.
I don't think it.
yeah, something like insight is like I will help you tell if he's lying or not. You can make your own, but
I would say the stuff you could help with is like physical, mostly.
Alright.
I have no wisdom.
Wait, what did you roll?
18.
Oh. Well, yours is still better than mine.
he does have some sort of purchase in order to procure his items.
Got it.
Whether they be through normal means or obscure means, you cannot tell.
Got it.
So yeah, I get my stuff, and like I make my tinkers, and I'm still trying to do my best to help the community and stuff around here. But I guess I'll be set back a little bit.
Let's go get a rope.
No, I mean I still have got my money in my own pocket. I can afford my own room. I greatly appreciate it. But if you guys are still up for a job,
We need a lot more information now that I know more.
yes, we can talk while we're getting drinks.
Please. It could go either way of how much I want to help you or how much I want to stop you.
All right, so you guys make it back to your familiar tavern.
I got to use
If I
Bigby's hand.
remember. Thank you. Yes, the generic tavern. Best Rest.
Best rest.
You're back at the Best Rest, and it's just a normal day. Some people are coming in from watching the spectacular explosion that happened outside, and it seems to be dying down outside because it's getting around like 7, 8 o'clock at night. But you've got. I will in a sec. Tavern has an A.
Whoa, you're gonna do Tavern?
I was Tavern.
Tavern, oh.
But yeah, you make it into the Best Rest, and some people look at you. Some people look at the very heavily covered in soot and splinters gnome. But you guys fashion yourself your own little table, and people don't really mind you. I mean, people get battered and bruised every day, especially in the Outer Banks city. But he stations over a stool of his own, and he's actually standing on the stool because he can't entirely sit and still be at table length with you. But he fashions himself his own little pint, and he just starts talking. Alright, so I would say I would love another arm and another headpiece and stuff like that. Because I did actually procure those pieces from others. But I did not get to manifest that gem that I was looking for. But not many people knew exactly what it was. So how exactly did you...
We killed one.
You killed one. changes things a little bit. So, I will have my offer. Either you go procure the one that was taken from you, or you can procure a new one. But, obviously, I'm not going to pay you for as much as the new one. Even though it is a threatening creature, I'm going to have to make a new casing for it. But, there's also the means of, getting it here. Because we can't exactly have that going through town.
I have ways.
You have ways. I have ways.
What's your ways?
What's your way?
I do have other warehouses that are off-site.
Oh,
I can always bring you to one of those, and I can make it there, and then I can bring all my materials over there.
If you want to talk in complete privacy, we could go to a room and literally cut off all sound.
Oh, well, I'm thirsty right now.
Okay. Because I do want to know what this project is.
Of course, of course. So, actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break.
Got it. Is that for over the table?
That's for over the table.
Okay, we're going to take a 15-minute break. Is this our break?
Yeah.
We will be taking a 15-minute break right now.
So, about 7:05, 7:10.
I'm actually looking forward to Mission Impossible now.
Why? Because you're interested in this, or because you really don't want the museum to have it?
Both.
Hey, guess what?
stop the world I want to die. So, we're taking a short break. Our local gnome has taken his piss. So coming back down and seeing that he has a cup full of ale, takes a nice swig. And he says to you guys, so, I do not know which manner, and I do not ask which manner of how you want to procure it if you want to go through the museum. Obviously, that is up to you. If you want to try and procure it from the natural source, that is obviously up to you as well. But, just know that this isn't entirely a secret thing. But, if people know what you're trying to get, then obviously they know what to do with it. Because not many people know what to do with it.
Yes.
But that's why I'm not entirely too cautious of saying things, because people don't understand what I'm saying. You see, I come from the north. I actually come from a long line of tinkerers who are up there. We come from Decanter, you know, the place where all the little trinkets and golems and stuff like that. That's where I started, that's where my family's been, but I didn't feel like I was selling anything because everybody was making it there, so I decided to move down here. So, the thing is, I feel it. You feel it. We all feel it. There's something coming. There's something coming and someone has to do something about it. And I know I can't ask anybody else, but I knew, and he's up on his stool. I knew one day the gods will look down upon me and ask me for a favor in order to help this city. And that is what I am doing. I am making a guardian. I am making a protector of the city. I am making a colossal titan golem.
And you didn't want to trust him at first.
I'll take it.
What are you basing the design off of?
I don't take pride in this,
Don't say the general. Don't say the general.
but it is the summoner.
Oh, good God. By any chance, have you tried to procure any?
I went out last year and I painstakingly measured all the dimensions of his carcass
Oh, God.
to see how large I needed it to be. And it is going to take many years
Does
to
the
complete this task.
King know, or any officials?
They laughed at me.
Do you have any of his gems? I just want to ask.
No,
Good. Cool.
I would love one though.
No, you want
But that could increase the potential integrity of it.
it. It's just a big target. Oh,
And you don't think this thing is that I'm asking you to get?
The last one we ran into was a bit of an ass, actually.
it killed me.
The golem or
It's a joke.
what?
It was so tiring to get it.
Okay, but I'm going to create something.
You're gonna create a metal titan.
A metal titan that towers over even the city walls.
Are you confident such a thing can be consistently controlled?
Well, I have a team.
Who's the team?
My team is people back up north. They're doing more practices on larger scales. They also have more material than I do. But
You just do practice.
I need to protect my house. Not my physical house, obviously, but the people of the city. Something's going to happen. I don't know when, I don't know where. But I need to make sure I'm ready. And sometimes, even the littlest of men can make the biggest impacts. And I did just do that to my house, but in a more metaphorical way. And that is what I am asking for some help.
You realized something was coming.
Something, everybody can feel it.
You'd be surprised.
You would really be surprised.
Though we do run into people like you more often than I would suspect.
Yes. Honestly, it's the people like you that make us think we might not actually lose.
Lose against what?
We
Let's go up to our room. We know what's coming.
Okay. I mean, if you don't mind, I just want to get cleaned up first, so
Yes.
I'll go up there first.
This is a conversation we need to have in the dome.
Oh, okay, I'll go upstairs first, and I'll meet you guys in a moment. So he takes his L and he starts walking upstairs.
We'll buy a room.
All right, so you guys, are you going up alone, or everybody going, or?
Everyone coming up with me?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll clear a space in a room big enough for the dome, because it doesn't make a full dome. It's
All right, so you're going up. Bartender's like, yeah, it's 10.
Are you sure they can't hear through the floor?
Well, it's okay. It's a dome, but it's actually a sphere. It's only a dome because that's what most people see it.
It actually does. There is no underpart. It's a floor.
Okay, then anyway, so
I
you go
learned
up
that
like
recently.
10 gold per
Yeah.
person per night, so 50
I
gold.
just spent a lot of money. Could someone else handle this one?
Oh, of course.
How much was it again?
10 gold per person per night.
Yes,
So 2 nights.
that's average bar.
50 off my set.
Maximus,
Yes.
you can feel a slight pinching pressure on the back of your neck. As you hear behind you, don't move or you die.
What the fuck? Yes. I'm gonna try to stay calm.
You the only one aware of this right now?
Well, none of your passive perceptions were good enough.
Okay, I'm
I
not
mean-
moving. What do you want?
Okay.
I want you to dance.
What the what?
The prick comes out of your neck, and you turn around, and you see two familiar faces. You see both Cetus and Banther, the two that you fought against the
Yay!
combat. It's like,
Hey, adventurers, hello.
Yeah. I still got it.
You still got it.
So, haven't seen you around these parts in a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been more than a minute. It's been like a month. I thought you guys wanted to fight more in the combat arenas.
We got busy with jobs. Good jobs, actually. It's nice for once. Now, what have you been up to?
Just minor little escorts here and there, and just took on some more little beasts. We've just been staying around the local area. We're adventurers, but we more like to fight than actually do anything useful to society.
So just near the city and in the pits.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I more like the shadows, and then you just see Cetus behind him. He's just like, I don't like any of you.
It's nice to see you too, Cetus.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys kind of look like you're having a nifty conversation over there.
Yes. Just got offered a job again.
Oh, more jobs. I mean, any money you can toss this way?
You know the enchanted woods. The hunting woods.
We've passed by it a few times. Didn't see anything spectacle. Maybe like a deer mixed with a bunny or something.
Our job takes us up that way.
All matters of beasties in the wilderness?
Yes.
And getting some furs, getting some teeth, maybe some
Bigger.
alchemic components.
Lot bigger.
Bigger?
Way bigger.
A lot big. You hunting trees?
Bigger.
Bigger than those trees.
Oh, those trees in particular.
I mean, it was taller than the trees.
It was not.
No, they were like
Was
hundreds
it?
of feet tall. weren't
It
they?
was taller than a normal tree.
Okay, no, not
Those
those
forest trees were multiple story. Like those,
Okay,
those trees
not
were
that big.
skyscraper stories.
Little shorter.
Trying to hunt like a dragon in the woods or something?
Yes.
Something like that.
Hmm.
Bigger than that. I mean,
Oh no, you're going towards the forest giants, aren't you?
Yeah, you got us!
Why are you trying to take down protectors of the forest?
Beg pardon?
Forest giants.
Yeah, they protect that place, don't they?
I think we're thinking of two different creatures.
One we thought was made out of rocks.
You for history check.
Oh, right.
Well, no, just him, because this is where he comes from.
Oh, him. Okay.
Yes.
My history is 18.
You have heard tale of those that protect the forest to make sure that those things that are only hunted are hunted for sport and not malice.
Oh.
Why are you hunting, like, big guys?
Just a job. Someone wanted some pieces of it for something.
I mean, the toe's probably as big as you. You think you can carry that?
I got some magic to make it a lot smaller.
Oh, yes, enlarge, reduce. I don't do magics
And then the
myself.
rest we can sell in the town. We did some hunting up there earlier.
Ah, nice. Well, we've been trying to go that way, but it's not always a two-man job, so...
Yeah, probably not.
No, but I mean, if any parts that you just so happen to drop along your way...
They will find their way back to this bar next time we're in town.
Of course. And, hey, if you always need your teeth knocked in...
I know who to call.
Yeah, and I can always place my bets on you. Or you can place your bets on us.
Tempting. But jobs.
Ah, yeah. The things that people have all nowadays, unlike us, who just wander the streets and looking for stuff. Anyway, good luck on you guys.
Good luck to you too.
Probably be seeing you soon.
Hopefully. We always come back here.
Yeah.
And then we'll head up.
It's the best rest in town.
Yes, it is. It is the best rest in so far away. Outer town.
Yeah, you see like Banther just start leaving the tavern first, and then Cetus just like slowly looks at you guys and just like
I not like us so.
he doesn't even mention anything and walks out the front door.
Okay. We danced around that one.
All right, so
I don't see why we're so secretive from them.
Because stuff like this needs to be kept secretive. In dangerous information.
It's a giant.
But did you hear what our gnome friend said about how if people know what it is...
Okay, that's fair.
Now we get a room and I do put a damn dome of silence.
yeah, so he's upstairs. You see him in like a bath towel and like a makeshift t-shirt. He hasn't entirely cleaned himself because he doesn't have an extra pair of clothes. But he washed himself off, and he's just like, all right, so which room is yours?
I go to our room.
All right, so he follows you inside, and he sits on the floor. But thank God that you're all taller than him because he's not wearing underwear right now. But yeah, he's just sitting down and he's just waiting for you to do your thing. So you goof, and nobody else recognizes anything besides like a light shimmer around the entire bits of the room. It is a dome. You can't change the size, like the specific dimensions of it,
No.
can you? So there's like a little bit of a bubble that's leading outside the room and like into the adjacent rooms and whatnot. Since it's a rectangular room, it's not perfect.
I thought we got the big room again.
Yes, but how big is your circle?
I think it's like 10 foot by 10 foot?
No, I
No,
thought
Is it 10-foot diameter or radius?
that was radius.
Radius.
So it's gonna, like, the very edges of it are gonna come out the room. Like, nobody's gonna be able to get inside of it. But,
Got it.
but if you, like, walk past the hallway, you'll see, like, a little makeshift glowing bubble come outside the door.
Someone just like presses their like ear against like the door.
Yeah.
Someone let the things clip through each other again.
So
Yes,
he sits down, and he's just like, alright, so...
You were right. Something's coming. Her name's Magdala.
Is she an ex of mine?
No, she was Fenris's apprentice.
So why do we have to worry about the Fire Sage's apprentice?
Because she got taken and corrupted during the Great War.
No, I think that happened to my ex too.
So, well, she's back with a bunch of goons and masks and
She has a strange habit of collecting souls.
yeah,
I'm gonna do
and Titan gems.
Just a second, I want to do a quick perception to see if the snake dude is here.
Sure.
They're after the Titan gems too.
That's gonna be 25.
You get a sense of a single eyeball stalk just somewhere in the upper corner of the room.
Guys, I think we're being watched.
Inside the dome or outside?
It is inside the dome, but you guys can't see it.
I can see it,
Yes.
and it's in the which corner?
It is an eye stalk,
An eye.
not an eyeball.
Well, either way, which corner did you say it was in again?
It's in like the top right corner.
The corner of a round bubble.
Guys, before I continue, I'm seeing an eye stalk.
You recognize this eye stalk. It's a beholder eye stalk.
What? We're being watched?
I'm seeing some kind of eye stalk in the
Is
far
Snake here?
right corner? Maybe?
Which corner?
I mean, you said the far right corner?
I mean, if you had a rectangular room, it'd like be up here at the
Sure.
edge of where the
I'll
bubble
cast
is.
See invisible to see if I see an eye stalk.
You cast see invisible, you don't see anything.
I'm correct, that's what you needed to see, a scrying eye, right?
Yes.
Well, no one's scrying on us. There's no eye stalk in here. Well, at least from the spells I know.
I see it though, still, right?
You see it.
I don't think that's a sneaky dude then.
I'll add it to the list of people who want us dead.
And this, how much
Roll.
We have a list.
I would say roll an intelligence check.
for me?
Yes.
Alright. Straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Hooray. Wow. Oh my god.
Do you want
You
to?
know what? We're gonna sleep really soon, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright, I'm just gonna do I'm going to use Tides of Chaos
Oh
then.
god, if that goes off in this bubble.
Well, he has to cast a spell.
I know.
I have to cast a spell before that to happen. Anyways.
Change your fate.
Okay, that's slightly better. Okay, that's gonna be a 13.
You're not entirely sure if the residual effects of drinking in the beholder eye juice is worn off just yet.
I don't know how I feel about this.
You also don't know how long this may have been happening.
I mean, obviously it had to have started when I drank the fluid.
Yes, but you don't know how long something has been watching you. And you alone.
I respond in deep speech hi to it since no
What?
one cares.
It's just looking at you.
Can I tell if it's a specific eye or
No,
if it's
this
just
this looks like a very plated, like white plastered eye.
white plastered eye?
It's like a normal. It's a normal eye color rather than like the eye of a spell that
Oh.
normally it has. So it looks like, if anything, a deactivated magic.
Oh, okay.
You okay there?
What's going on?
Hallucinating?
I don't think it was a good idea that I drank the eye fluid out of that beholder.
You drink
I
the
mean, that
eye
was
fluid.
never a good idea.
You
That was-
drank the eye
What-
fluid of the
Can I roll a what the fuck ramifications that might have check?
So
Is
Arcana?
beholder something that you studied on?
Monstrosities.
Probably not, because beholders are very specific and there are not that many around.
Probably not beholders. Definitely that group, but never a beholder.
Yeah.
You-
You would like know of seekers, but seekers are not at the level of beholders.
Why didn't you just eat the popcorn? Like a
That was
good
a very
boy?
bad idea. I don't have
Because
to
I
roll.
wanted something new.
The beholder. Oh, that was ages. That was
Okay,
ages
so back to our
ago.
I
conversation.
mean, this is a beholder that petrified my friend. I wanted to
Okay.
get something out of it.
Magdala's coming. She's plotting against us. She attacked the Capitol a while back. The old
Holding in
Capitol
the
a while
laughter.
back.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Killed a whole bunch of the guards we had with us. The king
What's
sent.
something else?
Pretty much massacred us for souls.
Also,
I mean, I wouldn't count
uncomfortable
something else out
interest
of it,
in
but
the
Victor doesn't do that.
Sumerian gems.
Yep.
So you give one to me.
We don't have any. We give them to the king.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not getting that.
We've found 2.
I found 2. You're saying that she's looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna look for you.
Yes.
I have a sneaking suspicion that I might not want you on this job anymore.
An uncomfortable truth, but probably accurate.
Yeah.
Well, we're the
I mean,
only
we all
ones
want to
that-
stop it.
Yes, I.
And odds are, if you're doing something that she doesn't like, she already knows.
Oh.
I mean, we're the only ones that really trust you right now, don't you?
I mean, most of the stuff that I have been asking for, I've just been asking for anybody who comes around.
Oh, of course.
Honestly, anyone that kind of gets the feeling that something is coming is already being watched by her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Great.
I wouldn't go that far. We don't know her ring, so to speak.
Anyone to actually stand a chance against her is being watched.
No,
Well,
that's
I
just
mean-
rude.
I
Well,
don't.
he might be.
I don't stand a chance against her.
I'm trying to make it tight.
I'm trying to make it tight to protect any, like not against her. I'm just trying to make a big thing.
How powerful exactly is this thing? Is it going to be?
I can't entirely tell you. I've never tested it to this scale.
Well, how about a scale of the mountain?
I've never. The mountain's bigger than the castle. That's a
Oh.
higher scale.
Oh, can it? What? I mean, how much can it destroy if it tried to destroy the mountain?
I mean, I hope that while at peak proficiency and at purely defensive state, it can cause a protective dome around the city.
Oh,
That's what I'm hoping. In a defensive state.
over the table. So we're talking Atlantis.
In an offensive state, I'm hoping, possibly
force.
hoping,
The force wall dome.
yes. Even if offense is needed, I'm hoping that it is something to the caliber of being able to cut off this peninsula to make it an island.
That would be great in this fight.
But there's still a lot more I have to work on. And one is a viable power source.
Would one even be enough?
Of that size, probably.
Oh. What did... Maximus,
Yes.
what was that thing we sold to the Hunters Guild?
A smaller version of a.
Of course. Smaller version. Nothing to be concerned about.
And also, I really don't want that museum to have it. They think it's a bomb.
Well, I mean, when they took it from me, they said it was a threat to national security.
Jesus.
I mean, they think it's. They have no clue what it is.
They maybe do, maybe don't.
The protections they have on it are definitely incorrect.
Mhm.
And the tour guide definitely was incorrect.
Well, then, all the more easier to get it from them.
And honestly, I'd trust it more with you than them.
Well, just know I wouldn't be having it here.
I know. It would be much safer in your team's hands
Yes.
than in a museum with practically zero protection for what it actually is.
Got it. Yeah, so I would love to procure it, especially since that one is already made.
We can see what we can do.
I greatly appreciate that, but also my hands are a little tied at what I can do right now because I kind of have to make a store again.
We understand you gave us information, which is all I needed.
Yes, yes. Although I still have coin on me, if you guys want to do some manual labor,
Well,
How much?
I mean, I'm going to need to rebuild.
we do have a day.
We do have a day.
Basically, just getting the floor plan away so I can start putting things in together.
I can easily move big things.
I mean, I kind of noticed.
I mean, you gotta give him a hand.
But yeah,
Sure.
any little bit would greatly be appreciated.
We'll do that, and I definitely want to go talk to the museum again.
Got it.
Just let me die. Just let me die.
All right. So, he gives you basically that general synopsis.
The dome drops.
Alright. I am going to go to my room. I am going to take a nice old nap. Probably need to clear out my lungs a little bit more. Not like that. I will bid you all adieu.
Adieu. What time of day is it?
It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Okay, then yeah,
Sleep
sleep.
time.
We sleep.
Good night, Ray.
Alright. So,
Wait, really quickly, is the eye still there?
as soon as the dome went down, the eye left. Alright. So, it is morning. You have about a day to a day and a half left for the weapon to be made. Since it was going to take like a day and a half to 2 days in full to make. And you guys came here at around noon. So, it is about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Come downstairs to get some breakfast, and you recognize another familiar face.
Oh, goodness.
Just talking away. Well, you've got to mention that this is also the city,
Yeah.
and people have their places that they really like to go to, especially because I'm not just gonna constantly add new people in here. But you do see a familiar air elementalist.
Oh my
You
gosh.
see
Oh my god.
Artemis.
Artemis!
She is just conversing with other bar patrons and just telling little stories and stuff like that. But she notices your group and she's like, oh hey, and she kind of
Hey.
just puts her mug down and like, I'll be right back, and just
Hey.
walks over to you guys. Hi guys.
Good morning, Artemis.
Oh,
Good
hello.
morning. Good morning. I mean, it's been a little bit. I kind of was on a rush of my own last time, so I apologize. What have you guys been up to?
That's
Yes.
actually, that's actually.
Hold on, I've got it.
He died.
Yes!
What?
He died.
He died.
No, yeah, that's not up for debate.
I'm not undead.
Oh, okay.
Resurrection.
Hey, you don't know when it comes to magic and what you wizards are possibly able to.
We
Sorcerer, sorry, what you guys are possibly able to do. I never expect anything because anything can happen in our world.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, well, work as usual. Never ending.
Did you, I know this was a long time ago, but did you ever get that, chain thing back? Did you ever find that?
Afraid not.
Unfortunate.
I mean, that was probably, probably a good thing to find, but, oh well, c'est la vie.
Before we left town, if I'm remembering correctly, when we left town a month ago, that was when we last saw Cetus and Panther.
Hmm?
About a month ago, prior to our departure, some acquaintances of ours were asking for you. Did they ever find you? Cetus and Panther were their names? Light, shady-looking fellow, big, heavy.
Look, when you've got this, there's a lot of guys who are looking for you, okay?
They seem to make it seem a professional endeavor.
No, I've had like the ruffians and bandits try and chase me down. Because, I mean, granted, I'm not the most elegant of witches, but I do excel in my specific art, which becomes apparent when people have nefarious uses. But no, I always get away when I can. But no, nobody of that description was sought out to me specifically.
No, just a matter of curiosity.
No, I have been trying to make a few trips to here and the eastern town. They're still in a little bit of short supply, so I try and give them any shipment supply as much as I can. Any little bit helps. Other than that, the northern. I have it written down here. Oh yeah, the northern beaches. Have you guys been to the mountain pass up the north yet?
Not quite.
Not that far.
No,
You should see the Ala Nostrum sites. They're just like, you can get a perfect ocean glance from the mountaintops. It is wonderful to see. I did a little bit of tour guiding up there, which was nice. Other than that, no, I've just been meandering and going wherever the wind takes me.
What's your obsession? What's your reception out on the West Coast?
On the West Coast? I mean, there's a big, vast ocean there, but I tend to stay away from that town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't like.
they've got nice wares, but I sometimes I wear like a really long nose, and I like go as an old crone, and people don't really pay mind to the old lady with her little walking broomstick and whatnot. It's just, you know, be incognito. Obviously, people who can see past magic see me, but most people don't tend to the brittle old lady that walks by them.
That sounds wonderful.
But I would much rather learn of your exploits of death.
It's a long. Well, no, it's not that long of a story actually. We fought a sand elemental, sort of a sand golem that could turn into rock.
And sand.
Uh,
And
Okay.
sandstorm.
Yes, it created a sandstorm. He got swallowed by it, and then he suffocated.
Okay.
You kind of left out the whole part where I was trying to save someone
Well,
and fought it.
Yes. We were all fighting.
I'm sorry.
He was trying to save
No, yeah,
me, but I got out on my own and he kind of took my place.
It was
I'm
I was
glad that
speaking-
you're alive.
I'm sorry. I was only speaking of the result.
A sand golem? That's not something that's normal.
It was a very abnormal place.
What are you saying?
Go around the room.
Everybody's just tending to their own
It was
drinks.
just, guarding a time gem.
A what?
You know, that thing.
yes, one of them.
It could talk.
Yes, that was the surprising part, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go by.
Bye.
She immediately turns around and bolts out of the bar
I wasn't going to mention
and
the Titan
slams
thing.
the door with her wind magic behind her.
I wasn't going to mention that part, but okay.
I didn't think she would take it that badly.
I mean,
Let's go to the museum.
it's kind of a big deal, though. I figured she would take it badly. That's why.
I didn't think she would walk out of the room.
Sand.
I didn't expect her to do that either, but I didn't think she would like it.
Honestly, I just
Oh, I hate that.
honestly I just enjoy setting up future scenarios.
Yes. Wonder what she went off to.
Falter's Opschirkeit.
So you guys head back to the museum.
Everyone
Let me
just
see if I have a name. I know I have a name for this.
put on a touristy face, people.
Yes, the Museum of Unnatural History.
And here I was to think that you would be more direct about it this time around.
I will be.
I would. Oh,
If things go bad,
at least make it obvious that you're in the know. Otherwise, we'll be getting no respect in here.
oh yeah, I know. I'm gonna try and just talk to whoever's in charge.
Yes. Demand to talk to their manager.
I will.
Alright, one sec.
Or perhaps Victor should?
I know more about it if they ask questions.
That's a solid point.
I probably know more about everything in there than they do.
So you see natural perusers, you see paintings, sculptures, statues, a lot of broken history from a bygone age that has once been desolated by the late Shadow Dragon. And you do procure back to the floating, encased piece of glowing stone that is one of the centerpieces of the museum. And you see, like, there's a tour guide of, like, kindergarten, first
Yep.
graders, and
Yep.
you see, like, a half-elf just like, alright, and then there's this over here, this is a nice painting of, like, of 13 centuries ago, and then there's this over here. Now, be careful, don't touch it. This is what's known as, a device that may end this entire museum as we know it. Ooh,
Now don't touch it. It might go off. Now if we keep on going over here. So
Oh, good God.
you do see like there are security people walking around. There are regular patrons just looking at everything. There is the plaque that is still in front. That's basically incentivizing as a deactivated magical stone encased inside runic structure. But you do see several like historians walking around and willing to answer questions.
How should I approach this? I asked the group. How should I approach this?
What? But I wouldn't have the slightest. This is.
I come off as very snobbish. I wonder if there's a better way to get into the conversation.
Well, what exactly are we going to be asking them?
Try and tell them that they got it wrong.
That seems like the wrong approach.
That it would be better in safer hands? Should we try and scare them?
The whole
or
reason
inform them?
the whole reason we would have given it to them is because we thought this was safe hands. So
We never gave it to them.
Oh no, we didn't.
No,
give it to them.
they
We need to
procured
either
it.
try and
Yeah.
get them to give it to someone more safe, or tell them it's basically nothing dangerous at all.
I don't know if we could convince them of that.
If we convince them it's nothing dangerous at all, they're never going to let us have it.
Should I just go with the plain facts?
Sure.
We-
Show that you know what you're talking about.
Oh, I was. No, that's too chaotic for Saber. I was gonna say maybe we should yell that it's a bomb, so that way they want to get rid of it.
That is in an airport, okay?
It's gonna go boom!
I know, but that would be Saber's not that. Saber's
It's
not
not
chaotic.
gonna go off. Oh.
Saber is not chaotic. That would not work.
Okay, I'll approach one of the historians.
No.
I can't do this. Hello,
What would you like to know, sir?
Oh, it's over. I'm.
I was wondering if there was like a
Give him a
museum
party
curator nearby or a manager.
I mean, I have relative information about most of what is around here.
What is your school of study?
My school of study can be anything I desire.
Anything?
Yes, I have a vast suppository of knowledge at my fingertips.
What do you know about the centerpiece here?
This here is an item procured by a fellow townsperson, which seems to be a bomb of sorts. We do know that it is not active, but it is something that could be threatening if turned on in search.
How do you turn it on?
No, it's
Insight?
insight.
I can't take the voice. It sounds like if you took Onda from Chowder and put her in slow motion.
Oh, God.
15.
How do you know it's a bomb?
Because we ran magic against it, of course. If you knew anything about magic, you could just tell that this thing.
At this point, Oscar would be holding me back. I know it.
I think I am gonna be holding you back.
Everyone in the
I'm
group.
standing right in front of Maximus so that he doesn't do anything.
Like I said,
I
I'd
need
like
a
to
brain.
talk to a manager or higher up, please.
Please speak to your manager.
Well, you see, you have to make an appointment unless it is something of dire need. Can I ascertain the reason why you want to speak to the manager?
Everyone, just give me a second. I need to roll to see how I respond.
What is this?
I'm
gonna be
going
like a
to-
respect roll.
I mean, you might be wrong.
Wrong, per se?
Yes.
Please tell me how fourth level magic can be wrong when I try to identify some magical item.
Because sometimes you can't identify natural artifacts, especially pieces of creatures.
Of course, then we have some historians, archaeologists, and biologists on the scene. But this is a rock, so it doesn't need a biologist.
And that's why I know.
I take a close look at the heart again.
Alright.
Just to see like what it's made out of.
Do I
Alright,
need to start making
perception.
death saving throws now?
Okay, that's a 23.
You don't exactly entirely understand why, but you can kind of see a rock that has veins in it.
We've seen that before.
Yes.
Yes.
But obviously, this is not like a normal slate rock or anything.
I was under
I
the
mean-
impression it was metal when you first described it.
So-
No, sorry, no, it's more crystalline in
That-
nature.
Okay.
Is most definitely a part of a creature encased in a device.
Of course it is a creature made out of stone.
Yes.
Do you know what
Makes
creature it is? Because we do.
You just told me it was a creature. I told you it was not. I was being sarcastic.
Then you're wrong. It's
Alright, that's a fail
We
on
need to
my
talk to your
death
manager immediately. You have so much information wrong.
Of course
shit,
I
I need
do. I would be happy to get you in touch with our manager. Give me just a moment.
You know,
I would like to
regret
protect your
everything.
integrity as a man of intelligence.
Oh, believe me, I am just seeping with knowledge.
So he goes around.
Behind my head, it's like,
Wait.
I've been holding back every.
Like this entire time, he has both hands behind his back.
I had mine for this different reasons.
I just realized what the voice is. Mmm.
Yes.
Stomp it wrong.
He has a bit of an underbite.
He's an abjuration wizard.
I am.
Reginald Bottomtooth, at your service.
I'm really wishing I was able to get my hands on a counterspell now.
So he leaves. 10 minutes.
Yes.
We'll go find a manager via the front desk.
All right.
It's like as soon as he leaves. I
Alright.
would have left immediately.
So you see a young human lady, and she's just typing away at like a makeshift typewriter, and she just seems to be taking documentations of like people coming in, people going out, just common ledger stuff that needs to be recorded book-wise and whatnot. And she's like taking not attendance, admissions and stuff like that. And you guys come back to the front desk like, oh hello.
Excuse me.
Perhaps he.
Sure. Victor, give it a try.
We just need to let them know how serious this matter is regarding the appropriate magical wards on their.
Yeah,
Okay. Excuse me?
Yes.
We have some urgent matters to discuss in regards to that big old rock over there.
Oh, what, did somebody try and tip it over again? I swear to God.
Wait,
Little
tip it
kids-
over?
Little kids try and jump, like we tell them not to play on things, and then we have to get them down from there.
Oh.
It's just a whole. It's all this school boards. We're trying to take vacations and stuff like that. I apologize.
Hmm.
What exactly was it that you were trying to talk about?
We were hoping to talk with the manager in regards to what that is exactly.
I mean, there is a plaque if you want to know more about it.
He wanted more specific information.
Oh, so, by any chance, do you have any credentials to study the specific artifacts?
What credentials do I have on me?
Shit, of all times, not have an assassin.
Well, do you have like the King's Crest or something on that?
I'm trying to think what I actually have.
I mean, if you have any historian of any sort of length and degree, then we could probably get you a sighting with them much quicker.
Oh goodness.
Only on hunting monsters. Which is kind of exactly.
I mean, we've ran into
We
something
know
like
the
this
story
before.
there.
Does that count?
We don't know where she is.
You have many magics.
Oh my god. I will. Yeah, I would have learned that.
Did you forget you are a wizard for a
Sending.
split second?
Remember, he's the intelligence. I'm wisdom.
It's like, boop, straight to our lady.
So what are you trying to do?
I am casting sending to the historian we met in the hunting camp.
Do you remember her name?
I believe I have her written down.
Notes. Where am I? I don't want an update.
The importance of notes. Where was that?
Marcy.
Marcy
Dawkins.
Dawkins, historian.
So, you get a little blip in your head. You just hello, hello.
Hello, this is Maximus. We met at the town.
Oh yes, hello. How goes it?
Where are you? We need your assistance badly.
Oh well, I mean, I'm currently in the King's Library.
We're in the outer city. Can we arrange a meetup?
I mean, it'll take a little bit. I'll have to ask the king for a pardon. I'm currently working on some research papers, but sure.
As we need help immediately from this person, we'll meet you at the northern gate. Hopefully.
All right.
Immediately, I had messaged the king. We need this person's help for like a day. This is really important, pertaining to the fact that the museum has a dragon ogre heart, and they think it's a bomb, and it's not guarded at all.
All right.
Quick, I want to do a quick research. I'm going to see if the guy actually came back.
Sure.
It's like look back in the room.
Oh, I'm so glad I finally have that spell.
You have no sight of where he is.
Alright. Guy didn't come back.
Of course he did.
So rude.
Yeah.
How many people like that exist?
They do, sadly.
So, where are you guys going in the meantime?
You guys go help clean up at the not goblins. the gnome's place. Not the gnome. Gnome?
No.
Okay,
Yes,
gnome's
it's a gnome.
place. I'm gonna guess wait for a response or anything by the northern gate.
Okay.
We'll trust you to it, and you have the ability to contact us if
I
something
do
were to go
now.
awry.
It's so amazing. So they'll go help clean, and I'll wait for something.
All right. So, you are going to the inner circle order, right?
Yes.
You go there.
I'm not trying to get into the inner
No,
circle.
I understand. You go there, and you wait. You guys do strength checks to help clean up and stuff.
Okay.
Raw strength, can I make it in athletics? I'm much better with athletics.
Sure.
Athletics.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, whatever you want to use, I guess.
I've been wanting to develop it so long. I finally have it. I'm so happy.
It's all about the skill involved. Lift with your...
Boy!
It's all about the pivot points.
Yeah.
And not using your back. Use your legs.
You use the Tides of Chaos.
Did you roll that one?
I rolled in that one.
Jesus
Oh, God.
Christ.
I mean, it's still a 10, but I'm not taking a nat 1. I'm not taking any risks. Much better. That is a 22.
23.
14.
All right. You guys get part of the main support beams out of the way together because it is kind of heavy. You try and get like the ransack pieces of furniture. None of you get the metal parts because that specifically.
Oh, would Oscar have come with us? Or?
Yeah, Oscar would have come with you.
So
guys.
should someone roll for him, or?
No, it's
Just
it's
assume
fine.
it's
It's
Oscar,
fine.
yeah.
And you do see that some of the wizards are still trying to help. Some are doing tending to fire and whatnot. Some are doing like mold earth to just try and get like a scoopful and toss it to the side.
Is there any water?
Well, the fire has been doused out,
Okay.
so all the water has also been evaporated. But you wait, and you wait, and about a half hour waiting, a revelation comes to you. You told her the north side.
That's where I went there.
You're in the southern part of the city.
Oh, that's right. Blip, blip. I think. Yeah, I can cast Dimension Door 3 times. I'll blip.
Remember, it's a mile across.
How many feet in a mile?
That's like
5,200
yeah.
feet.
500 feet. I can do 1,000 feet.
that's you're still doing 4,000 feet.
Oh.
You're still 4,000 feet short. And that's not even factoring in going all the way back.
You came in from the north when you
North.
came into town, but to do any of this and
I thought
do
we
your
were
shopping,
near there.
No, you remember all of your shops are in the southern area.
Then I guess I'll go to the north.
So you should have been directed.
I can
you could
say
go there in 2 seconds.
she goes to the south. I just wanted to joke with you because you didn't say the north.
I thought we were
And
there.
No, you guys went back to your because every shop that you know is in the southern district.
Okay.
Basically, the other districts are copy paste, but everybody you know and every place you've known is in the
Southern.
southern. But I just thought it's funny because you said north. She's going in the total opposite direction. But I'm not going to have the play thing of that entire thing go out. I just wanted to see how far it would take until you recognize that.
Oh god.
So yeah, it does take an hour of traffic
Yeah.
to get back to where you guys are. But yeah,
As
she
soon as she
comes
meets
and
up-
she has like scrolls and books, and she's just like, I don't exactly know what you were trying to get out of me, so I just brought everything that I could.
Treadkey, we have her. We're on our way back to the museum.
Beautiful. Good to know.
So, I'm going to explain the whole situation about the dragon odor thing. They think it's a bomb.
Mhm.
We want it out of that place. And
Got
we
it.
need... I look like a hobo. Help!
You look like a hobo.
Alright.
I mean, I guess that makes sense because.
So it takes about a half hour to.
And I will mention, she will be compensated.
Got it. She comes over. Takes about an hour of travel. Are you going to collect the rest of them?
I told him to meet us there.
Got it. So everybody is at the museum.
We'll excuse ourselves for Mr. Wright.
Mm-hmm. He understands that obviously you guys got your jobs to do.
It's a key up in your head.
I think that's like the third person because there was like first the beholder and then the gem. But yeah, so you guys make it, and Marcy goes up and she just starts talking back and forth, and you actually see her pull out a piece of paper with the king's seal, and she hands it right over, and then that girl just immediately stops typing, just like, I'll be right back, and just gets up and just walks to the
What
back
does it
room.
take to get one of those? Especially if I'm running around the kingdom doing stuff?
10 research papers for me, at least.
I wonder if I won't ask. I was about to ask, what did Titan Gem get me a...
Maybe if you studied it for like 10 years.
I stopped myself before I...
Did you say Titan Gem?
No, I was like, no. I was thinking like,
that was over
would
the
that
table.
get... No. That would make things a lot easier.
So, obviously, I described you guys as my researching team, and there was a widely misconception about you guys not entirely saying that I was coming over.
Smile nod.
But you do see, coming out from the back room,
It better not be the abjuration.
no, but you do see a Dragonborn who comes out from the back room, and he does have a single monocle. He has a staff, a cane with a nice diamond at the top of it. Very, if I were to describe it, it would be priest wear, but more arcane based.
Got it.
So, like, you've seen, like, the priest with the long, I don't remember, they're not tassels, but they're the thick pieces of thread that go down and across.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Just imagine scripture pieces,
But arcane.
but in arcane language.
you
just
mean
going.
like, you mean like those shawl things?
Yeah,
that wear at
kind of like
graduation?
that. But bigger and have arcane writing on them.
Nice.
So that sort of thing, and he actually has a floating stone going around his head.
Just like mine?
Not exactly. It's a different shape and color.
Ooh.
Wait, you have
I have an Ayunsu.
Yes.
Oh.
It is a different shape and color than yours.
Got it.
So he goes over and he walks to you guys. He actually is using the cane to walk with.
Got it.
And he goes over and he's like, "So you are the ones who want to procure about stone in a case, correct?"
I look to her.
Yes.
I look to our archaeologist, like, can we talk? Or what's going on? I try to convey that, and then I look.
Yes, we are trying to procure a little bit of information. Can we go in the back, please? Of course. Follow me. And then you guys all come along, and you actually can kind of see down the hallway the Mr. is like, yeah. And he looks over to you and is like, and he just starts walking in the other direction.
Yeah! I'm like, no.
I'm just gonna wave goodbye.
So you see a very like aristocrat office with a elongated desk, a single chair. There is no chairs for anywhere for you guys to sit, but there are pieces of small bits of architecture, like fractures from the castle itself, little busts, pictures, and basically he just has a miniature museum for himself in his office. But he sits down and he puts his staff down at the side, just leans in over his desk. So you wish to know a little bit more about our stone, yes? And I see you have partial credentials from the king to know more. So pray tell, what is it that you would like to know?
If you believe it's safe in its current situation.
It is safe under our guidance and protection. Everything in our museum is.
Are you aware of what it is?
Of course I'm aware of what it is. Don't be daft.
What is it?
Maximus, please.
I want to know.
It is a dragon titan stone.
Okay, yes, he knows what it is.
I know what it really is. We obviously dumb it down for the patrons so they don't seem to be as enthralled by it. But for those who are aware what it is, we obviously want to make sure it's protected. Somewhere where, unless you're a master of sleuth and a procurer of dispelling higher level magics, then obviously you aren't getting past our defenses. So what exactly is so intriguing of this stone to you?
Your main well, Maximus, your main point of concern has been addressed.
Yeah, what's my main point of concern?
We were just concerned when we heard someone call it a bomb about the.
Because the wording would be
security.
completely wrong if it was actually a bomb. And
We understand the ruse, but
Yes. But I have a slight question for you all. And I would do so love it if you would not resist. Do you accept?
yeah.
what do you wish to know?
I wish to know exactly why you want to know about this stone. And since you all accepted, you are all susceptible to the zone of truth.
Mr. Wright was still inquiring about it.
Mr. Wright!
Yes.
That no.
Yes.
And pray tell, why exactly does he want this stone? Has he told you?
It was a personal project of his,
A personal project.
one he believes very highly in.
Yes, well, we all believe very highly of our own personal projects. I have several personal projects of my own, but most of them include model ships and bottles. Now, what exactly did he want with this stone?
You wanted to build a guardian for the city?
Victor!
Guardian! Of course!
More
He
in the zone of
wanted a
truth, right?
protector.
Zone of Truth doesn't force you to say anything.
Oh, you could be silent.
Oh. Oh boy.
He wasn't gonna let us go until he found out.
I suppose that's fair.
Well, you see, the city already has several precautionary measures in case of an oncoming attack. They have precautionary wards and alarms and
shall I not divulge too much into national security? They do have statues of defenses of their own accord. So obviously, if somebody wishes to help with said defenses, they need to go through the king themselves. But that little bugger wanted to do things in a sort of loophole kind of way, and it was my responsibility from higher ups, not directly from the king.
Wait. He said he just got laughed away. What did he try?
He tried to procure some objects from the king that weren't exactly within the best hindsight of everybody within the nearby vicinity. His methods are unsafe, and as we can kind of see from yesterday's exploits, could become more of a catastrophic measure if not held in high regards. And obviously, we are trying to keep the citizens safe.
But if you want to keep them safe, how come you don't just throw them out?
Because we can't exactly throw out a paying patron. We can have him under arrest, but only for a certain time.
So he actually tried to steal from the king?
I don't know if he tried to steal from the king, but I do know he was trying to procure illicit items, not directly from the king, but with the king's permission. He is of a
My first thought
notable...
of him was correct.
He is of a notable suit. He may believe his ideals are righteous indignation, but that doesn't mean that his safeguards are entirely safe.
Well then,
So I learned a lot right now.
I deeply apologize for your waste of time.
Yes, and I will take it in the highest regards that this information is all classified. And please, I tell you with the utmost truth and delight when I tell you that in case you utter a word to anybody not in this room that does not already know this information, you will be hunted down.
Rest assured.
I love getting to tell that because I can say it from the bottom of my heart.
Well, at least you get your kicks.
Well, I believe it is time for us to leave.
Yup.
Yeah.
I do so enjoy visits. But please, be strangers.
A good day to you, sir.
Alright.
A pleasant day to you all. You just feel like a little bit of sparkling in the air is kind of dissipated.
Zone of Truth gone.
Alright, I think I got all my information, and this is one thing I don't get to write in my books.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the king would already know about this, so I don't really need to tell him, so...
He never said anything when I asked.
He did tell him about the parts.
He knows about the parts.
So, is that everything?
Yes.
I mean, I think I'm gonna stay around this museum just a little bit longer just so I can read up on things, but I'm not gonna hold you guys back.
I apologize
Have
for this
fun.
intrusion on your time.
Oh no, I mean, I'm just, that library.
I know.
I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Let's just say, I've gotta make sure that all of my papers are fact-checked by the little floaty blue guy.
Oh, he's so fun.
Yes, and he has the entire encyclopedia, so if I get one thing wrong, that might cost me my application.
Oh dear.
Hey, obviously, if somebody can fact check me, I've got to make sure that all my stuff is correct. I can't have one tiny... I can't even say that the king's father was wearing blue when he was actually wearing red. I can't even say that.
Well, they are the Royal Archives.
I would love to pick his brain if he actually had one. But I will be leaving the rest of the day up to you.
Have fun.
Ciao.
Well,
Actually had.
well then, let's go give the bad news.
I don't. Should Should
I think
even
we should
tell
just
him?
blow him off.
Why? That would be terribly rude.
He lied.
He was rude to us first.
Hmm?
By lying.
Mm-hmm.
He did what he thought was right.
I suppose.
It wasn't very honest, though.
As if we had much room to judge.
I never lied.
We know you hadn't, Victor.
We all know you haven't.
It's almost like you're incapable.
I guess we can go break it to him. And I'm now back on my stance of we need to stop him at all costs.
I love how it shifted.
That's what I get for trusting someone.
Oh, don't be so antagonistic.
I mean,
He's no less crazy than you.
I don't try stealing from kings.
Would you not?
Definitely not. I know what I'm up against if I try. That would never happen.
Perhaps he just fears things differently than you.
I guess let's go break the bad news.
Alright. So you take your travel. It is now around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. And you see him. He's actually just seems to be tinkering off on the little side, making a little bit of machines. And you actually see like a line of mini bots picking up like probably a stick of wood, turning around 180 degrees, walking over and putting it into a pile. So just a little bit of automation, he can try and rebuild this entire thing. And just little.
Time of day?
It's 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Oh, hi. All right. I didn't think you guys would be back so soon. So, you guys got a plan? A floor plan?
We've been fully informed of the situation and the condition of the security at the museum.
Yeah. Think it's a bomb, right?
That's only a cover. So,
Of course it is. They're not that stupid.
well then, we have no reason to doubt their capability.
Yeah, but I mean, you're adventurers, right?
We're not thieves.
It's protected.
Yeah, but I can make it protect the whole city.
They have measures for that.
Yeah, they have ever so little bit. They've got like little tiny, I can make the guys.
They
that
have Fenris.
They do have Fenris, admittedly. They have Fenris, but that old coot is just going down in his days.
Mr. Wright,
I really
I
know that.
I understand your concern, but this is no place for us.
Yeah.
Well, that is fine. The job is still open if you wish to come back to it. Other people, you know, if they come along and do the job, they're gonna get the money for it.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh.
Well,
I would greatly advise, though, that my little thing isn't exactly said throughout people. Then again, if it is, then I'll just take my shop somewhere else. I do want to try and save the city. I do want to try and help these people. You said that there's something coming, and I'm definitely going to speed up production because of it. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop just because little old fancy pants in his little shack in goddamn historical site is keeping away my gem. Yeah, there's always somebody else who could probably do it better.
I apologize, we
Shack?
can't do
Historical
more.
site?
Yeah, yeah.
What historical site?
The museum.
Okay. I thought there was like, what?
No, they're just keeping my stuff away from me. I mean, I already got the stuff back from the church and the construction site.
How the hell
Wait,
did you
what?
get it back from the church?
I mean, that's kind of the thing that caused this thing. I mean, I didn't get it back from the church. I paid someone for it.
Oh God. Cool. I'm gonna walk outside.
You are outside. There's no inside right
I know.
now.
I'm gonna walk further away.
Like you're kind of down the alleyway next to the shop.
You know, that's okay. Over the table, that is very much on us for not asking.
So
That's-
may not be that important, but still slightly worrying. This dude's trying to build a Titan, like the, General Titan, out of metal. Also, he has a really powerful magical stone that he probably stole from a church, and he's still trying to get the thing from the museum. God, I don't know what to do. I think he's gonna blow up the city.
Alright?
Well,
He's gonna make the Iron Giant happen.
I was thinking more Atlantis, but okay.
Atlantis is another
well,
And then I'll walk back.
Gundam.
strangely disappointing.
I was
but at the same
imagining more
time
just the
impressive.
force field
At
he
the
was
same-
talking about earlier.
Strangely
That's what
disappointing.
he
I was talking about Titan.
Alright.
Yeah, I know.
Strangely disappointing, but at the same time impressive. I'm not sure where I should hold on that line.
I'm at a loss.
Me too.
Now, hey, I wasn't the one who did it. I just paid the guy who did it.
Who
Who
did
was the
it?
guy who did it? Was it Tim?
Who?
Okay.
Who did it?
No, it was this roguey type and this big, hulking armored dude.
Oh God!
Wait,
Wait
so
a second.
Tim?
Hey, how did you guys steal the gem from the church?
Okay.
It's Maximus.
I'm so. Oh, hey, dude!
How did hell did you do that?
Oh, well, you know, sometimes you just gotta go in the back door.
It was like in a separate. How the? There was no door.
Hey, look, okay. I may have asked some help from a friend, okay?
Because I am impressed. Yeah, you don't seem like a magic-y type.
Oh no, I don't know magic worth a lick.
We need to sit down and drink and talk about this one.
My associate seemed kind of wants. It's kind of like just our thing. I only ask him on occasion, and it kind of cost me a little bit. But there was some good money in that deal that I got out of.
We can talk about some stuff too.
Well.
Maximus, are you plotting?
Long story short, they kind of
Maximus.
deal with us.
Got it. Thank you. Good job, though.
Thanks. Maybe I'll do it again sometime.
Do
The
you-
museum's looking pretty shifty.
Oh God. So they're gonna go get the one from the museum.
Why would they do that? Oh, money, of course. Perhaps we should head them off with that one.
Should we talk to the manager?
I don't have a drink.
Please don't,
We never asked.
They got past the church defenses.
and we'll talk to them about that.
Wait, we don't even know the manager's name.
No, he never gave it to us, and we never asked. He's a dragonborn. I don't even remember what color he was.
We never bothered asking.
Let's just get away from this. No.
Alright.
This is
So,
stressful.
are you guys doing anything for the rest of the evening?
Well, helping them with the house at the very least.
Alright.
Stress crying to sleep. No. I mean, I'll probably just have dinner and go to bed.
Alright. Anything else? Anybody doing anything in particular?
Hey Maximus.
Yes.
You know a lot about monsters, right? I was hoping I could learn about beasts.
Why the sudden interest?
I recently got my hands on polymorph.
It's a fascinating spelling, see. So, but judging by your skill, you probably. Normally, people can only do beasts. Beasts. Here we go.
You could. I mean, actually, as far as beasts go, I think you have all of them because the highest CR is like 8.
I've probably seen.
Well, the thing though is that the CR doesn't necessarily always mean that they're the best ones for every situation.
No, I just mean like you
But
could
yes,
turn
you
into
can
everyone.
be any type of beast because you surpass the CR of the highest beast.
And I've probably
Yeah, I have to
hunted.
still have seen it though, shouldn't I?
Yeah, but I'm saying like no
Exactly.
matter what,
That's
no
why
matter
I'm
what,
asking him.
I'm saying no matter what he shows you, you could probably turn
we're gonna
into it.
say probably while even eating dinner till bedtime and a little bit past, but you get sleepy eyed. He's gonna show you his encyclopedia.
I
am
probably
going
won't
to-
shut up.
I am probably going to make you roll a wisdom check to make sure you can try and retain knowledge.
Wisdom check?
Yes.
I probably have some preserved scales, feathers.
The whole thing's color coded.
Yes. This is literally my thing.
And I guess wisdom check. Not looking so good. Okay, and I'm also going to spend 2 sorcery points for bend luck, just to be on the safe side. Alright, so that's going to be 17 in total.
You retain most of the knowledge. There's like tiny, small specifics that you miss here and there, like probably the size of some of the creatures' fecal matter, some of their mating displays, stuff that you don't really need to remember, sort of thing.
Oh.
Believe me, he's observed it all.
Thanks, Maximus.
But you guys collect yourselves. You rest for the evening. Tomorrow morning, your weapon for Oscar should be made. But I believe that is where we're going to cut it off for tonight for two reasons. One, we don't truly want to go too far without Oscar because this was an emergency. This wasn't a planned thing. And two, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm rather tired because I've had a long week. And going along with that, we keep ourselves updated with our schedules. I will notify the group if I won't be able to make it on Sundays, because I have a lot of work within this next month. So hopefully, if I give the go ahead to these guys, he'll be able to put it on Nerdz Garage or something. But yeah, hopefully things will be updated. Sorry for the short episode. I mean, we still started at 5. It's still 3.5 hours. Good bit of talking and knowledge stuff today. So we will be back next Sunday, once again, updated in case anything changes. If not, follow us at nerdsgarage.com, Nerd with a Z, or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Nerdz Garage. Other than that, thank you for watching Intelligence Check, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, John.